Man, it is hot. Like I said last time, we are counting down. We are ready to go. I bring in the great Street Side Anthony as a co-host on 3 Men in the Basement. We're going to give you 2 hours of dealer preview specials. You guys, if you don't like this video, thumbs it up. Then you don't like comics. Stop watching. It doesn't matter. But you know what? Don't listen to me. Find out what my good friends at Spineworks can do. We got a lot of stuff to show you tonight, man. You're going to love this Terrificon dealer preview show. Here we go. Oh my God, I can't wait for this one tonight. This is like Hot Shots Part 2. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is 3 Men in the Basement, Terrificon dealer preview special Part 2. We still have one more to bring you. We're how many days out of Terrificon, Chen?
I just counted it. I forget 9, I think 9 days.
It's under 9. We're gonna say we're under 9. We're under 9 before 9. Look at that, 9 days, single digits. So, what is up, everybody? Welcome to 3 Men in the Basement, the Terrificon dealer preview show. I'm your host, Otto, coming to you live and direct from the hot-ass grotto. It is hot. You can see the dome is shiny tonight. You know, speaking of shiny domes, I got my man Chinmo co-hosting again. What's up, my boy?
What's going on, everybody? Pumped to be here. Pumped to talk Terrificon.
Chin, you working outside lately?
I have been. I unfortunately need to tan and burn the rest of my head.
Yeah, you got to figure out that tan line, buddy. All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of tan lines, my man Street Side Anthony jumping in, coming in as always, bringing the fire, the heat, the good looks, the big books. All right. How are you, my friend?
Good, man. Good. How you guys doing tonight? Oh, man. So awesome. Can't wait, man. It's going to be so exciting seeing everybody
Street
from
Side,
Canada. People coming in. Yep.
Give me a CGC rating of your level of excitement for Terrificon. Am I getting a karate chop out of this?
You're going to get a karate 10. We're going to get a 10.0, man. I am so stoked. This is literally my first time ever doing it. I go every year, but I mean, it is so the last 5 months just went so because you and I spoke about 4 or 5 months ago.
Oh, this has been work for a hot minute, dude. We have been talking this, planning this, talking to Mitch, getting this ready. This has been in the works.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so stoked. 9.8 plus, man. This is going to be one of the most fun. I'm sorry?
The pedigree copy, right? Street Side?
Oh, yes, pedigree. Yes, I'll even sign it myself.
That's right. That's going to be worth something. Let's tell you about that. So we got a bunch of people jumping in the live chat. Thank you very much. I'll let my man Chin give a shout out to everybody.
Let's see. We got a lot of people popping in here. We got Copy 801, first one in here. What's going on, my fine feathered friends? I'm in here. You know, that's cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got Wes up in Canada. He's tuning in from work. What's going on, Wes? See you down here in 9 days.
9 days. Wes, how many hour drive is it? Wes, put it in the chat. How long are you going to be sitting in the car for?
Well,
anyway, go ahead.
You can only imagine. That's probably a long ride. Let's see. Big Daddy Ross. What's going on, man? He'll be down at Terrificon. So will be Mike the Beast Benston. He'll be there. I'm hoping along with CT Jazz King, first family comics. You know, we have another fellow Canadian up here, Actual Dracula. What's going on, man? At the game with Roger recently.
Dude, they were hanging out up there, man. Like Roger was like native. Like Roger came back. I just saw Roger yesterday, and I'm like, dude, what's wrong with your voice, dude? You don't sound American anymore. You know what I mean? You know, like he just, you know, so Actual, I don't know what you slipped in his drink, man, but you know, he's not happy to say after that. Or was it Ozzy? Ozzy's the bartender, right? Ozzy was the bartender.
And as he says, we have our Uncle Frank is just in there lurking, you know?
He really is. He did a video today from our LCS with some early Batman Detective Comics books. You know what I mean? So,
early
stuff.
9.5 straight, no stops.
No stops. That's right. Get that Coca-Cola bottle ready or wherever you're going in that, you know. Yeah, Ozzy did it. Ozzy, so well, Wesley, can't wait to see you guys. Can't wait to see everybody. You know, everybody from the north, south, east, and west at the 3 Men in the Basement booth. But you know, let's just pay some bills. So you know what? So people know about this show. So like this video, thumbs it up. I mean, come on, guys, let's do it, man. We're getting some good likes and stuff like that. Hit the notification bell so you know we're doing this. We're telling you we're going to give you another one. Subscribe now so you know when these videos are popping. And leave a comment below. All right. So here's my spiel about this. And this is Mr. Hillman, a teacher here. This is a living document right here. If there are books that you see here, please comment and I will get that message to the vendor or tell you how to get a hold of that vendor, right? They're showing these books off. They want them to move, you know, hopefully I'm sure I'm above and beyond believe that you're going to get a great price. So use this as that video. And please, I read every comment, good, bad, or indifferent, you know, so I take care of it all. I watch it all and I get these messages. If there's one thing, I think I'm pretty good at bringing people together in this community. So I can help you. Yeah. So we're going to show some bangers from left and right, some really cool artwork, some really cool stuff. And just remember that we are sponsored by our good friends at Spineworks, who will be at our table at Terrificon for CGC submissions, CGC pressing, CBCS, and also witnesses, which is fantastic. And our good friends at Captured Collectibles, who will be there getting all your stuff ready. So there is no over and under tonight. This is strictly about Terrificon. And the things that we're going to see at Terrificon. And
I can tell you right now, the level of excitement is over right now.
Yes.
Where it should be.
Yeah. All right. Good. I love it. I love it. So some things that you guys should know and we're going to talk about is where everybody's going to be. Right here, we've got this great little, we're going to show you this. You've seen this on previous videos. You're going to find out about the NY Comic Auctions scavenger hunt, which I think you're involved with, Streetside.
Yes, I am. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you are. Look at that. Number 3, brother. I knew you'd pick the 3, dude. Look at that.
Yes. That's me, brother. That's me.
Yeah, that's it. Throw up the 3. We're going to give you the map. We're going to show you some really cool stuff. So it's just amazing. We have just under 9 days. You have 3 full days. Chin, tell me how many hours they get.
17, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna fact check that one right now while you
fact check it. Well, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you the map. We're gonna show you, kind of give you an idea of where people are located, and where we're gonna be located, and then you'll see 2 different slides with people are at. And remember, though, we are closing in on the pre-sale for our Terrificon t-shirts. The goal is 50. We're more than halfway there. All right. So I got to do some data entry. Like the way I said that, you guys, data entry, like I know what I'm talking about. So we're going to get that done. You know, and you could pay at the show if you want us to ship there. It's an additional $5. And we will have copies of our 3 MIB variants. And you guys know this. We worked really hard on this. My brother, Brett, Power Kid Comics. This looks great with his signature. If you want mine, Rogers, you might be able to get it in a yellow label. So really, really cool books, and we'll be able to make that happen. So, Chin, did we do some fact checking?
Nope, I just got it up. So give me like another 30 seconds.
I'll give you 30 seconds. You got a lot of time.
Now that we got 30 seconds and you're over the halfway point, put me down for a double X, baby. I'll pick it up.
Yeah, I love it, buddy. I love it. I love it. Look at the shirt you're rocking right there. It's a nice shirt, bro.
Of course.
You know,
of course, man. Of course.
You see Chin's wearing his 3 MIB shirt.
I got King Kong on today.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay. All right. Rocking it. Oh, I see it. Those are great shirts. You know, top 5, some of my favorite shirts.
Beard hides it a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. The last one was amazing.
Amazing, right, Anthony?
So, you know what? I'm glad.
Yeah, well, the last one was cool.
Because Mitch changed the hours because he added time on Friday.
He did.
So, we have a little bit more than 17. We have a total of 22 and a half hours to get stuff done.
So what time can you get on Friday now?
So Friday you can get in at 11:30, but it's open till 8.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
Nice.
That is the game changer right here. Breaking news, everybody. I thought it was 2 o'clock. Holy shit.
Excuse me, fellas. I got to go price out 5 more long boxes.
Yeah. So, and actually, if you have the early bird, you're in an extra half hour early each day. So technically, doors open at
11 o'clock. Right, right.
1 to 8, which usually I thought on Fridays it was like 6 or 7, but 8 o'clock.
It used to be, it was. Yeah, last year was earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's great, though.
I'm letting you guys know I am not making it till 8 o'clock.
Oh no, you're not making it. You're not making it to 3 o'clock.
No, I'll give you 3. 3 o'clock, I'll start to get antsy. 3 o'clock, I'll start to get antsy. You know, I'll start to get a little twitch where I gotta go find my buddy, the bartender. Or we are gonna do a live show that night. So if Terrificon ends at 8, maybe we'll do 9 o'clock ish from the floor. But I did want to say, speaking of King Con and that great shirt and that great show, and that great individual who is Greg from MTG Comics, spoke to him today. He'll be there on Thursday, so should be a lot of fun to see him. And really
awesome.
And I'll give everybody's on the floor their opinion of it, but it really is just, hey, what's up, man? I haven't seen you in forever. How's so and so? It's your level of friendship through this whole social media thing. So I really truly enjoy that, and I know Street Side, you do too, man. You're all about it.
I love it. I love, man. I'm all about the community. I just love everybody, and getting to have everyone together in one shot, especially like for our friends up north and stuff, and people coming in from California, Texas, and stuff. And we'll get to see them. It's like it's going to be so much flipping fun. Like, oh my gosh, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
I know, and you're going to be the first one there. I know it. If the doors open at 7:30, you're there at 7.
I'm going to be at 7. Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, because I can't get there till Friday morning. Yeah, so I'm going to be there. Yeah. I'm a strike. Early deals.
Yeah, no, that's it. So we're going to get going in a little bit. We've got everybody coming on in about every half hour to 15 to 20 minutes, depending how much I talk in between. But you're going to see some great books, some great vendors, and some really unique stuff. So I'm going to, Chin, can we highlight Anthony and get him rocking and rolling? He's got the banger. I know.
Yes, we can. But
I bet he's got a kitchen table made of slabs, this guy.
Actually, that's what I have. I have about 10 slabs here, and I can't wait.
Highlight this guy, man.
And let's drag him in.
Drag him in. All right, Street Side.
Oh, you muted yourself.
Yeah, you muted yourself in the.
So Street Side Anthony, some people have heard of me. I've been around a little bit since 1975, so I've been here for a while.
You get around, right?
I've been getting around for a while. So
Crosby Ave, am I saying that correctly? I don't want to disrespect.
Yes, you are. Yep, Crosby Avenue, BXNY. All right, so what I'm going to do is I have them in sections. So I'm going to be bringing. I'm going to take them out of the bags. I'm going to be bringing a lot of slabs this time, and this is
holy Christ! You're not throwing it. Look at Anthony; he just dropped the mic right here, bro.
So it's a 9/8 Lamo variant, the Mexican foil variant.
That is sorry, awesome.
My glare. Yeah, I'm sorry about the glare, people. Yeah, this looks so bad. So I got that one, and then they came
to look bad.
Yeah, true. They also came out with another Lamo variant, the Venom 3, in a 9/8 third printing.
Holy shit.
So that, sorry, gentlemen.
No, you're good.
And
we know the colors, bro. We see it. It's the glimmer of the So that Ultimate Fallout 4 9/8 foil would look great next to my Ultimate Fallout 4 regular cover, right? That'd be a nice linear set.
Oh, heck yeah. And I know you like linear, so that would be amazing.
That's right. Look, I'm already I got my pencil. I'm taking notes. I haven't taken this many notes.
Right now,
I took no notes in high school.
And then there's another Mexican variant foil, 316 or 318.
Guys, you can buy all three. Be like Otto. Be linear.
Yep.
All right, so that's all for the Mexican variants. What I did, and I know it's gotten a little soft, but I am bringing Silk in a 9/8.
Yes, great. Why wouldn't you? Great book.
But what I love about this one is that I also have the second print in a 9/8, which this one is such low on the senses, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
and
that's a tough book.
I can't get it close enough, but what I love about these two is that the last digits of this is 359, the other one's 358. So they were graded in succession, first print, second print. So I'm going to try to sell
out of here.
Yeah, I kid you not. It was literally in succession. I've never seen that
just
before.
For that reason.
Just for that reason, dude. That's like getting $2 bills in a row or $200 bills that were like.
Exactly. It's like, and they literally, my site's getting shot. So it is 003, and this one is 004. So yeah, first print, second print. I was like, I couldn't believe it. Oh, that was so awesome. And
really cool. Like that is some hard on geek shit right here, man. That is good stuff.
I mean, like I love that first and second print. I love Silk. I think she's going to be phenomenal in any of the new movies or whatever. But to have it in succession, like you said, it's like a dollar bill having consecutive numbers. It's almost impossible. And I'm going to bring nice little Venom 398
chops right now.
Yeah, with the SIG and everything. Damn.
That was kind of cool. And let's see. You know what? I'm going to pull this one out. Now, this one I've been cultivating for 3 years. I've had this. And Erod Preston and cleaned it, sent it out. I think it was about a year and a half ago. And it is Amazing Fantasy 15. First Amadeus show.
Yeah.
And it's in a 9.4, but it is a newsstand.
Things a newsstand. Holy.
Yep. Yeah, this was when it was down to like I think 0.5% of newsstands. I think it was 2006.
Yeah.
So I believe there's only 3 on the census. One's a 7.5, mine 9.4, and a 9.6. So putting a price on it's going to be a little bit hard, but so I'm still debating it too. These are probably
bidding at $1.
$1. I want another one.
I'm in for 2.
They're here for 2. All right, sold to the Americans. These 2 are my babies. So, but I wanted to bring some great stuff to the show. So I'm bringing a 9.8.
Holy crap.
CBCS, right? 9.8. But what makes this one so special is that this is a 9.8 blue lizard. It's not the green lizard. It's the blue lizard 9.8.
Got that error print. Okay.
Yes. And
do they mark that on the label?
They do for the blue, but there's another variant, which is the gold variant. And I think there's 12 of the gold variants known, 11 or 12, I'm not sure.
Okay.
But the last book I'm going to be bringing is my gold lizard.
Oh my God.
I actually have one of the 12 gold lizards that's actually known to exist. Yep, I bought this about 3 years ago. No, 3 years ago. I found it, and I was gonna send it to CBCS, but unfortunately, because it's a 9.8 all day, this is gorgeous. The only thing is, they don't recognize the gold lizard. They write an error. So I really wanted to say gold lizard on the label. That's the only why I didn't send it. But they marked, on here it says blue lizard, but on this one they would just say error. So that's the only reason why. Yeah. But I mean, it's a 9.8 all day long. This thing was pristine. So again, being that there's only 12, I don't even know what to do. Yeah, I had it in my storage locker. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to bring it for your show. I want to show it, and then I think I'm going to have to bring it to the to Terrificon. So I want to bring stuff most people haven't seen, or they heard of, haven't seen. So I'm bringing a lot of really weird, rare variants. Some newsstands of books from 2017. Believe it or not, some really literally such low. But yeah, so that's a couple little the spicy things I want to bring over.
How many long boxes you bringing in? How many long boxes you bringing?
I'm only gonna bring probably 50. I'm gonna say 50. Yeah, I'm gonna bring 50 because if it's a great show, I don't want to have to come all the way back to the Bronx, to pick up more boxes. So I'm gonna overbring a little because I'm gonna have 3 tables. They're gonna be all black boxes. So there's 21 black boxes in the wall rack behind me. So I figure if I have another 20 or 30 boxes, on the side, and then for the diggers, I'm going to bring, a few dollar boxes just so people can have fun. And me, I'll probably just give most of that stuff away because
I didn't want to say that live on YouTube. The guy that said, Otto said you'd give the dollar books away. So I'm glad, but I knew you would.
You got a question right here, Street Side.
as long as somebody doesn't walk out with a long box, if they take 5 or 10 or 15, I'm like, go ahead, have it. I just want, because I want people to dig also. I don't want it to be just about, hey, there's $100 book and buy all these $100 books. Nah, I want you to have fun. So me, I also throw in, because people don't look all the time, and where it says like $5, $10, I write down free. So I put in a lot of free books to make you have to dig, and when you find them, take it. It's yours. I mean, I put in Darth Vader #1, 3, Kylo Ren 1. I put in a couple of weeks ago a Venom 3 first print. It was probably in a 7.0 or an 8.0, but I gave it away for free. I just want people to dig and have fun. Just dig and have fun.
True diggers know to go through every book, to look through.
Yes.
Yeah. I wish. I mean, I don't think I classify myself as this. I'm a wall book ogler. Like I ogle a wall book, I take a look, and then if there's a certain, like my journey into mysteries, I'll go for that box. But I mean, you guys know at crawls, and you guys know at our crawls or everywhere we go. I mean, a lot of our crew, man, if there's 15 boxes, and you like Anthony's #1, he starts at #1 and he goes all the way down.
All the way.
Book. Oh, and then he moves to the next one. It's systematic. It's like a system of people just moving all the way down. So so excited.
Yeah,
so excited to do it.
It kills me when people go through the boxes and they grab like 5 or 6 at a time and pass. I'm like, you're missing such great stuff. And like, I don't see anything. That's how I got a Batman Adventures 12 for $1. $1. And people went through the boxes before. They went through, but they were grabbing 5, 6, or 8. And I went 1 halfway through. I said, "Woo, look at that!" So you got to.
So, true story, and not to change the subject at all, but speaking of that, Copy 801 has like the legendariest. Well, actually, it wasn't Copy 801. It was
Shadow Rabbit.
Clay guy found it on behalf of Copy 801, and Anthony, we had been in that basement at least a half a dozen times previs. This was one of our crawls, and we were at Sarge's, and we were digging in a basement, and this guy doesn't really dig through Supergirl books. Why would I? I don't know. I don't do it, so I pass it up. And then all of a sudden, Shadow Rabbit Clay guy pulls out the Supergirl Adam Hughes variant. Correct? Am I saying that correct?
23. Yeah.
23. Yes.
I was right next to him. I was right next to him when he grabbed it. I was literally standing right next to him.
Jesus.
It was unbelievable. Oh my gosh, it was unbelievable. It was so great. I felt so good because they're great guys. So I'm so glad that they found it. You know what I mean? Exactly.
And then to have that, but again, so I guess point being is to everybody watching this video on the rewinds, take your time and dig through these boxes. There's stuff in there. I know very well that our good friends over at Aegis Comics of Alaska and Little Giant Comics, in their dollar bins, they'll throw $20, $30 books in. I mean, they enjoy it too. You know what I mean? So definitely be aware of that. So Anthony, is this guy on your team this weekend? Is he going to be up there street side? Is Nelvis going to be there?
No, Nelvis, I don't think he's going to be able to make it this weekend. There's some things that he was doing. We're still trying to get him up there, but definitely trying. Definitely trying to get him
on social media. The guy's living his life in Madrid, right? Is that where he is?
Yeah,
right now.
Did you see those comics he was picking up? Holy cow!
Dude, all these foreign variants that I'm like, oh my god.
I was so jealous. Oh my gosh. He was showing them on Instagram. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, I'll take one of each, please. Thank you very much.
And I don't know. No, I lost my ride. Okay. Sorry, buddy. But I don't know whether or not I'm more privy to. It's like when you buy a car and now you see that car everywhere. That's what I feel foreign comics have been from what I've been seeing. Like, I know back to back Paulie. Oh my God, I can't think of not Package Paulie. My boy Paulie from Rhode Island. He's been buying these like mutant X-Men variants. You know what I mean? And like I've been seeing them, and I've heard people talking about them more, and I'm stunned. And now Nelvis is in Spain and looking at all these other foreign variants. I'm like, these are really cool.
Yeah, I like them. I've been collecting for a while. I probably have about a short box of foreign variants. I have like, Secret Wars 8 in Spanish, the first Black Cat in Spanish. I have the first War Armor. Yeah, Warhammer in German. I have the first Moon Knight in magazine style in Spanish, I think, or Italian.
Really?
Yeah, I've been collecting for a while. Those I don't sell because I just love the rarity of those.
Yes,
But,
very rare, very rare. Love it.
Of course.
Yeah,
Love it.
It's so cool. So cool.
Nice. All right. So we're going to bring on our next guest. So, I mean, we're over 20 people strong in the live chat. Like I told you guys, we were going to bring on comic book dealers. We're going to bring in vendors. And I'm going to bring them on, and then I'm going to apologize. Okay, guys? So first and foremost, I would like to bring on Dr. Chopper, a.k.a. the Kodachrome Comic Shop on Instagram. It's somebody who I always see at Little Giant, and I see more than often now and at Terrificon. So how are you, my friend, Dr. Chopper? Welcome to the Grotto for the first time.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I figured, you know, I'm in the garage, so I never make it to the basement. So I'm happy to be there. Thank you.
Yes, that's right. We're all somewhere, you know what I mean, where we can find our solitude, our fortresses of solitude, you know?
Somewhere where our wives say, keep that out there.
Yeah, yeah, for true. Like, you know, like she comes down to the Grotto and she never takes a left. She only takes a right. Like,
Exactly.
you know, I was talking to Nemesis Prime about that. You know what I mean? So Tobias, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. And I'm sorry. I'm like I said, I'm very, very embarrassed. I've seen your product for so often. I put it on my videos and I've never had you on the channel. So I'm truly thankful and humbled that you're joining us tonight. So thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you very much. I'm very honored to be here. Again, I always see you guys in passing, and our ships sail by each other, but we never actually sit down and port for a drink. So it's nice.
Yes, that's it. But let me tell you something. I would love to. We're going to talk about where you are at Terrificon. We're going to talk about your booth. We're going to talk about your product. We're going to talk about what you do and how unique it is and how you're at Little Giants. We're going to do all this. But let me tell you something, man. I'm just going to speak right off the rip. This is fucking awesome.
That is cool. That is cool. Wow.
That is the most expensive collage I have ever cut.
Okay.
Just recently did it. The gentleman who commissioned that actually came to me with 1 through 4 of the Frank Miller, and then 1, 2, and 3 of the Volume 2. And he said, I want you to cut it. And he says, and I want you to show you cutting it. I want to see the pain in collectors' faces.
Yeah, no, but I don't have a listen. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to go a little nuts right now, so you can see the level of excitement I am. But take a look at this. No. And what's also really, really cool about this is they pop out, right? They're
nice.
They're raised. They're raised in like a 3D almost, right? Is it layers?
Yep. It's. I mean, I call them 3D comic collages.
Yeah.
The idea came to me. My wife told me I had to decorate my office as a video editor by trade, and I just had white walls. And I did that mandatory thing we all do for the man cave. You make that walk to Hobby Lobby, and you look around, and I just nothing's hitting me. And I'm a huge Ghost Rider guy, especially Plug era stuff as well.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of that, and I said, I said I'm going to go home. And I'm going to buy some stuff, and I'm going to start making these. And after about my 5th friend came in and said, that's cool, but make me one with such and such, I kind of said, I think I got something here. So yeah, I went over to Cave Comics, and the gentleman who used to own Cave Comics, really nice gentleman. It was my first time, honestly, walking into a comic book store in probably 5-6 years. And wow. What I did, and he said, and I said, I was come to look through your dollar bins, and he said, well, bring it to me. I want to see it. So, a week later, I actually had made an order for a couple covers I like. Now, I definitely judge a book by its cover. That's where I'm at to begin. That's where my journey starts. So I brought a piece up, and he said, you know what? He said, Mitch Halleck, who runs Terrificon, is going to come up here to pick his comics. He usually comes in about right now. He says, okay, hang tight. He says, I want Mitch to see your stuff. And so Mitch walked into Cave Comics to pick up his weekly pulls, and I showed him what I had done, and he was beside himself. And, it's just really, he was the first guy to really kind of him and Jason Brodnick at Little Giant. The first
you have an amazing display there. You have an amazing display there.
They're the first two to really kind of to really support me in what I do. And so, Terrificon and the Old School Comic Show are my home shows. And And both gentlemen who run both shows are amazing. And Mitch is very supportive. He actually threw me in a space that is now utilized by Booth, but I guess I proved to him that space would work for a booth.
Nice. There you go. Nice. Beautiful.
So he gave me like 20 feet. I got 3 8-foot racks and I filled it up. And when I tell you I left Sunday with probably a bin left, I realized I think I got something here.
You think you got something here? Okay. So I want to get back. I'm going to rewind this a little bit. I want to get back to this amazing picture.
Yes, sir.
So you used Wolverine 1, 2, 3, and 4, correct?
Well, actually, for this one, so believe it or not, people think I get off on cutting comic books.
No. Right.
So I mean, he really wanted that #1 Frank Miller, which is
love
iconic. It. I like the #2 with him kind of jumping out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I like that #1 where he's just on the mound of bodies.
Right.
I said,
yeah,
let's do this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Let's just do those 3. And then I ended up sending him back the rest of the books untouched. I mean,
right.
He actually went to Will Diamante, who you had on Monday.
Yeah, I think he's in the chat right now too.
Yeah,
yep.
he went to Will. He actually bought the books from Will, so Will had a good day. and then over to me to cut. So I mean, it's like there's a lot of dealers that I work with now that if I know they're at a show, I always tell them, "Let me know you're at a show. I'll send people to your table," because I always get people asking me for commissions.
Sure, absolutely. So my point being is, when people say, "I can't believe you're cutting up an expensive comic," as I'm looking at this and as I realize how collecting grows and how your collection grows and how people's collection grows, this is absolutely brilliant because you're taking a piece of art and making it into your own art. So, like, if I have one of my favorite books of all time is Marvel 2-in-1, the annual with the thing on the cover. Ron Wilson did the cover, and the greatest quote ever was, which I live by to this day, where the champion is beating down the thing so bad and he won't quit, and the champion looks down at him and goes, "Why won't you quit?" And the thing looks up, Ben Grimm looks up, he goes, "Because I'm just too stupid to quit." And that's been like the motto since I've been 12 years old. But I totally believe in this.
That one, right?
Because yes. Oh, I'm telling you, with the boxing gloves and everything, because you're taking one thing that you enjoy. It's okay. You're buying it, so it's your possession now.
Yeah,
now you're giving it to now you're giving it to another artist to have another vision of another piece of art. It's absolutely brilliant, dude. I got nothing more to say about it. Drop the mic. It's fantastic.
Well, the other thing too is, so I started off doing what I call my original style, and I'll put one up here to show you. So I got this right here is an X-Men 151.
All right, hold on, Chin. We're gonna highlight him. Let's get him going. Throw Roger on here. Throw Roger up.
Yeah.
Let's hear from Roger.
Highlight this guy, man.
All right, so we have an X-Men here, 151, Kitty Pryde. Iconic cover.
Yeah,
This book was kind of beat up. So what I did is I took the book, mounted the cover, then used the interior of the book, same book within it. So you have the storyline of that book. You have the cover. And then Mr. Shooter, who's a good friend and it really kind of enjoys what I do.
Yeah.
Brought it over to him, and as you can see, he actually signed it for me.
Oh, my God.
Nice. Wow.
Now you have a book that was sitting in the back of a certain comic store being unloved, and now it's going to sit on somebody's wall, and they're going to love it and hug it and name it George.
And ogle it over. Absolutely, man. I dig it.
So that's what I started doing. And then I had a friend say to me, I love what you do, but I hate that you're cutting up the actual comic books. So I started doing what I call legacy style. Legacy style now. Here we are. Who doesn't love the A-Team?
Oh, my God. Look at it.
Oh, yeah.
You have the full book in 2mm Mylar. And then I use a second book or a reprint for the collage. So your book is complete in there. And as I go to these shows, if I see there's somebody on the show, at the show that worked on the book, I take the book out on Sunday, I have them sign it, and they're signed for the next one. But I usually wait till the end of the weekend, because if you come to me during that show, and I know that Jim Salacorp's there signing, and I say, you know what, you just bought this book, well, you can go get this signed from Jim. I want you to have that experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Makes it better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shows. I'm traveling to Indianapolis. I'm up in Michigan. I'm down in North Carolina. So
yeah,
it also helps folks
Tobias,
out.
you did Heroes Con.
I did Heroes Con.
Yeah.
I do, gosh, Indianapolis Comic Con. I did Lexington Comic and Toy Show. You know, I am like all over because, and I think you can attest to this, Otto, that you don't really understand what these things look like until you see them.
No, I agree with, and that's why I wanted everybody to see it from this angle.
Yeah,
because
that's amazing.
That's why I think it's so unique, you know. And now behind you, can I see that G.I. Joe?
Yeah. It's made freshly chopped and baked. So these I call Kodachrome kaleidoscopes. So this is a mashup of multiple comic covers that I take and mash up into a piece. These are 8x10. They hang on the wall, or you have a nice little stand as well. And they sit the shelf sitters. And so I started making these because there was a T-shirt that came out from Target a couple of years pre-pandemic, which had a bunch of Avengers covers, and they were all kind of ripped up and placed in to make like one cover. And I said, you know what? I said that would look really cool as a piece. So I started doing that, and that's where these came from.
So we have legacy pieces. We have
the original style, and then the last style I have, and we'll do this. We'll do this one first. Who does not love the Super Pro? All right. So we have NFL Super Pro. Now you guys are laughing, right? But the one thing I have found is that there is a fandom for everyone.
Oh yeah, I just find it funny because it's like a character that you like. Someone's like, oh, whatever, but you know, there's someone out there that absolutely loves it, and that's
especially if you have somebody who's an NFL junkie, loves football.
Yes,
comics.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Great in the man cave, you know. So this NFL Super Pro with Captain America. So you got Cap, you got the pivotal scene there. I'll try and get it close so you can see it. Right there, where you got Cap sucking the blood out of the NFL Super Pro's leg. I mean, come on.
There you go.
Cap will do anything. So this one is, you can see it, it's 3D. So I pop out the actual cover. It's kind of hard to see here, but
okay.
Yeah, you can see it a little bit, yeah.
But I popped them out.
Yeah.
So, and I'll show you this one. Let me just put this over here. And then this one, actually, I just was down at a show, and Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmiotti were there.
Holy
she did
shit.
this Power Girl.
That's
and
awesome.
it was the first time I had met her a couple times, but it was the first time she actually saw her work and what I did with it, and she absolutely adored it. She's actually thinking about what she's going to have me make for herself. But if you look, she signed.
Oh yeah, right underneath Power. Yep.
Yeah.
She wanted to double sign it. She wanted to double sign it in 3D to try and match what I did. So, let me get that signature there.
All right.
It's kind of like a blue and a red.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
So that also, you know, so the 3D cover pop is kind of like basically what I was doing is when I was making the legacies, I was having a lot of extra covers left. So I started making these guys. And then somebody said, hey, that would look kind of cool in a big collage too. And I was like, duh, of course. So that's how that kind of came around. Now, the last style that I just started doing here, I'm just going to reach over across. This one is great. So I go to these shows and I meet a lot of amazing artists at the Artist Alley. And I said, how can you have your exposure of being at a show and having a work at one show and being at another? And so I started doing what I call artist collaborations. So I find artists that want to work with me. They'll do a sketch cover.
Yeah.
Frank Uzan. I don't know if you're familiar with Frank. He's from Israel. So he's not really here in the U.S. often, but he is in a lot of the comic groups, and he's an amazing artist, an amazing guy.
That Spider-Man's awesome.
He drew the Spike at New York Comic Con last fall and gave it to me to take home. So this has the full book in the Mylar with the sketch, and then I took some random funny little Spidey quips and put them around it. So
nice, very nice.
And you have the collage. So this is really, these are basically very unique and one of a kind.
That's so cool.
That is so awesome, man. I'll tell you, I'm a Spidey guy too, so I love that. Yeah,
Oh,
that is
right on.
awesome.
I don't know why everybody in this community doesn't have one of these on their walls. Can I just say that right now? Like,
I was actually gonna.
To do. This will be a Terrificon.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think it was. I think it might have been at Little Giant, maybe. But I was walking around, and you happened to be away from the booth. I think your wife was. I think it might have been your wife that was there. We were sitting there talking. I was like, I gotta go get some more cat. You had an awesome Gambit one. I was like, this. I got. It's just so cool, especially in person, and it's amazing.
Thank you so much. And I do commissions as well. If anybody has anything in mind, they can contact me here. I mean, we're kind of getting close to Terrificon, so you can actually bring ideas to me at Terrificon, and I would love to work with you to do it. I mean, I send these things safely through the mail. I just actually sent one out to somebody who met me in Indianapolis when I was at Indiana Comic-Con, and we collabed on a piece together, and he was, he picked out exactly what he wanted. I'm fine with that. This is living on your wall, and as comic collectors, wall space is so prime for us.
Prime. I need a bigger wall. I need a bigger wall.
Yeah.
So it's like, I really want to make sure that what you have, you love. And like, for instance, like Shannon Muir. I don't know if you're familiar with Shannon. He does a lot
of course.
Covers with Comic Mint.
Yeah, good friends.
He actually owns 3 of my pieces of his own work.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
He has a Spider-Gwen, and I actually did for Christmas, his partner, she reached out to me and wanted me to do a Siren's Gate for him of his own book. Ooh. And he opened it up, and he wrote me the nicest note, just being able to open it up and be something he did on Christmas morning. I mean, that's cool.
Really
that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, I have a question. I'm raising my hand. I have a question. I have a comment.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. So, look at me. I'm all wound up. So, hypothetically speaking, if somebody came to your booth with an idea and some books and said, this is what I would like in this style, what is your turnaround time if you were provided with all the materials that you would want on something like this? Depending on the size of the project, I bet it's different too, right?
It is. It really it depends on the style. Like cover pop collage, those take me gosh about 8 hours if I start at the beginning. So
I thought you were gonna say like 8 weeks.
Yeah,
same here. Yeah.
That's what I found.
That's the book. That's it.
Yes, exactly.
That's it. I'm good. I got my poster signed by him. It's one of my.
I only have 3 of them here.
No, I got one. I got one that's signed by Ron. I got a poster he signed by Ron. I'm going to take a picture and I'm bringing my printer. And I'm going to put that up with Ron. And I'm sold. Send me the invoice right now. We'll talk. Okay.
You just made a sale.
That's it. I'll tell you.
Yes, you did.
But,
yes, you did.
You know who else also loved that book was Gus. You remember
Gus?
Gus? Yeah. And I actually made one for Gus before he passed. And
really?
He loved it.
Very so.
He was a fellow lover of that book. And
to
me, that's another aspect of this that I love is meeting people. And actually, I've put people together online that love, that love a certain book. And I'm like, oh my God, you have to meet this guy who I know the other side of the country. And next thing you know, they're talking and they're in comic groups together and they're just talking about how that book moved them. And, next thing you know, they're friends on Facebook and they're now talking about comics.
I love it. No,
that's an awesome part of this whole hobby. Doing what I do.
So we're
able to do that.
No, I love it. I love it. So it's just amazing, and it's like I said, I truly am embarrassed that this is the first time that you've been here. But just to give you an idea, we're going over the map. Chin explains this a lot better than I do.
Yes.
My depth perception is just I can't see anymore. I can't with his freaking glasses on. But all right, so give Chin, give him an idea. What are we walking into here?
It's 2D auto depth perception.
Yeah, well, exactly. All right.
All right. So this is where you walk in, right over where you get kind of that little black arrow, Terrificon info and store. That's where you're walking in. As you walk in, you got your long kind of, it says gateway, but your long hallway, and you have a bunch of booths and stuff set up here. A lot of the 501st Legion. I think usually the Ghostbusters. They have a TARDIS out there. And then to the left where it says panels, that's where all the panels and everything are. But as you come in where it says entrance, this is where you walk into the main floor, which goes to our next map.
Yep, got it. My job.
And then here's where you have all your vendors and exhibitors. Street side, for example, if you go down towards the bottom, the second from the bottom where it says exhibitors, he is 517. So right on the corner to the right there. That's where you're going to find our good friend Street side right there.
All right. Now, Chin, just so everybody knows, the rows are 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, just so you guys know.
Yep, they go from the top from top to bottom. It goes from 100 down to 600.
Gotcha. All right,
Yep.
good. And then as you go all the way
So
to
as
the
you
left,
keep walking
Yep.
left, keep walking through. There's no actual line here, but you know, it's kind of like a makeshift little, it's a good sized gap between. But then here's where you get the artist alley. Here's where we'll be set up. We'll be set up if you look at the very top, A1, 2, and 3. That's where you find
Yep.
3 men here. And then let's see, Kodachrome, you are 544. So you're in with the vendors.
I'm in with the vendors because I cannot fit my goodness into an artist alley space.
Yeah, no. So you're actually going to be right down. Actually the same row as street side. Just keep going further left, right towards right towards the back almost, where you get the group of 4. You're on the opposite side of that aisle right there, 544.
540, yep, right there, kind of facing artist alley. And
nice little corner booth there. I like that.
Yeah,
exactly. I always, it's funny too because I always love being close to artist alley because a lot of the artists. I mean, how awesome is it that we grow up loving and partaking in all this stuff, and these guys that this was their daily job. We get to tell them how much it means to us. I mean, how many jobs is it that somebody comes up 20 years later and goes, that story about X, Y, and Z really cut me deep.
No, right. Well, that's that Marvel 2-in-1 for me. When I was a kid, that was a book that had every character in it. You know what I mean? I couldn't, like, as bad as the Wolverine was, or as bad as it's just there were 1 or 2 panels of each characters, but they were characters of all the books. I couldn't afford all those books. You know what I mean? My paper route only paid so much money, and I'm dating myself by saying I had a paper route. If those are,
at least it wasn't grit,
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. So we're gonna. So like we said, we're going down the line right now, and we've updated this a little bit. Power Kid Comics, A 5, 6, and 7. Street Side Anthony, booth 517. Erod's going to be in 420. NRG's in 426. Kodachrome Comic Shop, 544. Tom Ryan Studios, who will be on very soon. He's going to be at D13. One of our sponsors, Sarges, is going to be at 203, 205. JNS Collectibles, great friend of the channel. Steve's coming on very soon. He's got a freaking small country from 401, 402, 405, 407, and 506. Our friends at the Comic Mint are going to be there, and also George Deep, who's coming on later to show us there. So that's kind of the lay of the land, right? I mean, so really, really interesting. Tobias, if somebody wanted to come, cash, PayPal, would you take all forms of payments, credit cards if you got to?
I take it all, even if you catch me at the right time, I may even take a pretzel, because
right.
You let me know what time of day that is. I will be there. Salted, unsalted, I'll give you options.
Luckily for Terrificon, I actually not only have my wife with me, but I have my kids come as well because it's the hometown show, and so some of these shows I do that are long distance, I'm very happy I have friends because let me tell you, bathroom breaks can be few and far between if you're solo 500 miles away from home and there's nobody there.
Hey, you don't have to tell me, man. Watching a booth with 4 guys when you're the only one there, I get it.
Look at that. That's a jab to the left and a jab to the right, as subtle as they come. Tobias, are you in Connecticut or are you in Mass?
I'm in Connecticut. I'm down near New York City, actually. So.
Perfect. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Okay, and I want to say this properly. You do have product set up at Jason's store, the Little Giant store, correct? You have some of your displays there.
I do. A lot of the product has disappeared, which is a good problem to have.
Yes, right.
I have to make a trip up to there. I also do have product as well. Those very scarce at BoomTube Comics in Southington.
Yeah.
Dan has been really supportive of hanging up my work as well. In fact, even has his own Aquaman piece behind him that he loves and hugs and names George right there at his booth. So, I've been a few other stores. Here's something that's crazy. I actually am the predominant guy at Hake's Auctions office. They have about 7 or 8 of my pieces, And I actually do have a surprise piece for the head of Hakes Auctions because a little birdie told me who his favorite character is. So
Nice, good for you.
A week after Terrificon, and I'm going to stop in and deliver it to him for the office. And I did a Clerks piece for a Clerks comic book.
Really?
Now, the gentleman who commissioned it went and met Brian Halloran. I forget the other actors' names. Forgive me. I know there's characters' names. I just don't.
Yeah,
know.
right.
Jeff Anderson. All them.
You know, it was the two clerks and the girlfriend, and had them all sign it. And then Kevin Smith was doing a signing at the Stash about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
I was there.
Were you there?
I was there. Yeah.
So he brought the piece with him, and Kevin not only signed it, but took a picture of it with it for him to send me so I could use it on my social media, and took a picture of the label with all my contact information and said, I'm going to be reaching out to him because we need some stuff around the Stash and around the Smogcast and everything. So
I think I remember that
for it, but man, that's going to be an honor. A guy that influenced me, do something for him. I'm excited.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I swear to God, I think so. And this is completely off. This is off the record. I'm going completely off the rails. I was there from the 12 to 2 session, okay, to meet Kevin Smith. Could you find out if that was the same session? Because I think I remember being off to the left and looking at this.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, it might have been, because it's funny because people will randomly see my stuff and they'll be like, there's a deal at the Comic Nights and they do the Do You Poo stuff, and I've done a couple of their covers. They order 20 copies of something and one comes in with a ding. Well, hey, you're not going to want to pay full price for that. So they give it to me and I pop it out, put it in a frame, and they sell it. And then I'll have people come up and be like, hey, I think Do You Poo is ripping you off. And I'm like, no, not at all. In fact, I did that.
I love it. All right, my friend. So this has been really, really interesting, really, really entertaining. Dr. Chopper, I will put your description in the video below if you can't make it to Terrificon. I know you're on Instagram because that's where I spoke to you. Any other social media that they can follow you on at all, or
Facebook, Instagram? I do have an Etsy store, but I got to tell everybody my Etsy store is kind of like the last resort. Usually, because I'm in a rhythm now of doing multiple shows in a month, so I make something by the 1st and I don't have it by the 20th. So a lot of times I tell folks, if you follow my Instagram and Facebook, things that I usually write if something's a commission. If it isn't, and you see something go by on your feed you're interested in, don't be bashful. Shout out, leave a comment, message me. Many pieces never even actually make it to the show because it's just people see it fly by and they want to buy it before it even goes. So I usually try to make sure the show to have specific pieces that are coming at that show. So there are a few that I will hold on to say they get their run at the show first. Like, for instance, this piece here.
Oh, there we go.
Now this one is signed by both Tom DeFalco and Chris Claremont.
wow.
And that is the full book in there. And then I use the facsimile edition for the collage.
Nice.
So it's this one is going to be first dibs at Terrificon. So
okay, there you go. You see it right here, or claim it right now in the comments below. You got 7 days. If that's something you want, comment below, and we'll get this message. There's no reason if this video gets the views that it should. I would bet. Well, I'm not going to bet any money because I'm going to bet a lot at Terrificon, but I would bet a whole lot of dollars that it doesn't last. So we got our next guest coming on. We're going for an hour. Dr. Chopper, a.k.a. Kodachrome Comics. Thank you very much, Duex. Thank you very much for joining us here. Can't wait to see it. I think I might be ordering one. And I bet my boy Street Side would be thinking about something too, and a lot of people in this chat. So, Duex, thank you very much for joining us. We hope to have you back soon on 3 Men in a Basement.
Absolutely.
Make sure you guys stop by and say hi at Terrificon.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to take tons of footage.
I'll make sure I bring a pretzel.
Or you know what? A stack of great dollar comics that you're throwing in that you find in some of those bins, they work good too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely. Absolutely, brother.
Like crates of pretzels, you know what I mean? So, all right, Duex, thank you very much for jumping on with us, man. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
All right, great.
Thank you, man.
Look at this, buddy.
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
Yeah, look at this. Is
And
this
I'm
live?
right. I am not too far from 42nd Street, so I'll pick up a couple from the street vendor, bring them up there.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm gonna order one.
As soon as I saw him
That
pull
night-
out those three the thing books, I
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh.
I mean, that would
Probably
be
just bought
perfect. I mean, that, you know, but see, that's my thing about these, though. I mean, listen, you do you what you want with your money. You know, and you want to buy a comic
course.
book, you want to put it in a case, you want to put it whatever. That's your money. You have purchased that product. You know what I mean? But to
Yep.
me, you know, and I don't know about everybody else in the community, but you know, when you're a kid, man, money wasn't fluid for me. You had to hustle. You had to make every.
I'm an adult and money isn't fluid for me.
Yes, no, I know. So to take a piece of artwork, to take something that's important to you, you know what I mean? That's why, like, I have no problem slapping my books and using them as displays. You know, I love it to death. You know what I mean? The CGCs are great displays. Put them in a nice frame. I'm an accessory whore by all accounts. You know what I mean? So maybe I need a little help. You know what I mean? So, but I just think it would be great to take different pieces of collections and put them together. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would. It'd be tough to kind of figure out whatever it is. But anyway, please check out Kodachrome Comics. It's just been great to see him there. So we're gonna take a little break. You're gonna hear what my friend Kevin Smith, good friends, Chin, or just friends?
I'm gonna say best friend.
Oh, no, I can't say. You know what? The length of that hug was probably a best friend hug. So we're gonna take a little break. Street Side, you want to hang out with us?
Oh yeah, definitely, absolutely,
right,
brother.
We're gonna hang out, and then we're gonna bring on our guest, Steve from JNS Collectibles, who was all over Instagram today. You see him all over, but I'll do that intro in a minute. But I can't find the goddamn video. Here it is. Here we go.
Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith, and you're watching Three Men in a Basement. Take that from a former comic book man.
Love it. Awesome, dude. Thank you again. All right,
Pleasure.
the extended bro hug. I know.
It's just so genuine. It's so nice.
You know, it's funny. I used to go to the Secret Stash all the time, and I became decent friends with Mike Zapsik. Who
Yeah, he
really,
was there.
really
Yeah,
liked.
he's the one that did the video. You know.
Yeah,
I've
I
actually-
have a few pictures of me and him, you know, saying hello and stuff. And he's really nice guy. And I've seen him at some of the flea markets. Yeah, really cool dude. Yeah, he's nice guy to hang out with.
When there was that hurricane that hit Jersey, it's got to be 7-8 years ago. He lost a lot of his collection. Like,
He did, yeah.
through
Yes,
that, you know.
yes,
And,
yes.
I mean, we might be even going on 10 years now. So, but anyway, we don't want to talk about anything depressing and people leaving collections. So, what we do want to talk about is amazing collections. And as I have deemed the great walls of JNS Collectibles, our good friend Steve has walls upon walls at all the great shows. So, Steve,
How we
you
doing?
made it. You survived Instagram.
Yes, so far so good. It's been a busy day.
Busy day, busy couple days, right? Leading up to the show.
Yeah, it's gonna be a busy like 3 weeks.
No, I hear you. And speaking of busy, you just sold a big book I saw.
Yes, yeah, we sold a Hulk one.
A Hulk one,
Oh,
1.8.
wow.
Hulk one, 1.8.
Nice.
But it, Steve, what was the details? It had what kind of cut on it?
Had a piece of the cover.
Yeah, but it was like if you didn't sell that book, it would get returned. Is that back then, or that wasn't that?
Yes.
Yeah, which is phenomenal, and it's a Hulk one. My God, so that's pretty wild, right? So we got some big books that we're going to talk about, and what I really just before we get started, you are going to be at where's my
I think you called it a small country auto.
I did. You really guys are, honest to God.
There it is.
401, 403, 405, 407, and 506.
Correct.
So when we look at
Have an L.
look at that.
We have
So
an L.
So it's right, almost
Right
dead
past the
center. The
front
four,
door.
yeah, the 400s there,
Yep.
and it's right in that very front one, kind of coming in.
All right. Okay. I get it. All right. So let's get Steve highlighted. Let's see Shit, if you want to take care of that, we'll highlight him. We'll show some great books. We'll spend some good time with our friends at JNS Collectibles. Jill, are you setting up?
Yes, I am.
I love it. Good. All right.
Highlight this guy, man.
Chinmo could just cut me off.
If Roger's not here, somebody has to.
Somebody else. I know. You're good. It's exactly. So, all right. So, these are some of the great books you're bringing in. Just so you guys know, hopefully I'll have Steve on. We're going to do one more show Monday night. Maybe he can show some of the raw books, but I'm sure he's got tons of slabs to get going. So, let's see.
Got a lot of books. I've got a lot of books in transit. So, we've had a lot of stuff coming in and out. So, but we'll have probably, I got about 60 books I'm due to get tomorrow.
Wow.
Like, I know tomorrow I have an Iron Fist 1496 coming.
Wow.
I've got a Batman Adventures 12 high grade coming.
Really?
A bunch of Hulks, Avengers. So I'm anxious to pick those books up tomorrow so we can fill out the boxes. We're gonna have probably a dozen boxes of slabs on the table, and we'll have about 6 to 8 on the wall.
Wow.
So we'll have about 20 boxes to 24 boxes of stuff of slab books for display.
Yeah.
Wow.
And another 30 or 40 of raw books.
Jesus. It's going to be a great weekend. I can't wait.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I'll feel better once my truck is loaded and I'm driving home, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, right?
Well, we got to take 2 trucks for this.
Oh, my God. All right.
Can't fit everything in my van, so I've got to take a van and another truck.
You've got like a caravan of comics.
Yes.
It's like X-Men. Was it X-Men 3 when they were carrying a Juggernaut and all the cars were in front of them? You know what I mean? Of comics.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you some of the highlights. They're not all the highlights because we had a couple of Instagram shows this past week, so we sold a bunch of the higher end stuff. I have a bunch of stuff that's due in that I have to go pick up. So it's a lot of stuff in transit. So we'll start with this Golden Age Primes 2.
Starting big.
5-0.
What's the date on that, Steve? That's got to be early.
1948.
Nah, I was going to say early 50s. Wow. Holy cow.
It's an early Fox book. Kingpin.
Great book.
By 5.
That's a good book.
You got Miles Morales newsstand.
There you go.
Nice.
Newsstand 7.5. Got a newsstand Beta Ray Bill.
Oh, I love it. Newsstand.
Stand.
Oh, I got to go see what my...
Oh, no.
I got First Batgirl.
Good book. I was just talking to somebody about this book. Very underrated book and underappreciated, you know?
If really high grade is your thing, we got a couple 9.8 Daredevils. This is a 9.8.
9.8. That's crazy.
9.827.
Keeping 9.8s on modern books.
Yeah.
I got a 4.5 50. We had 5 of these. I think we're down to 3.
Yeah, we sold
ASM 50s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like Oprah last week, guys. You can have one and you can have one.
And they were buying it. They're great books. I mean,
First, Panther. 4.5. Strange Tales 169. 8.5.
oh, good book. I love that book. Yeah.
Undervalued book.
Underappreciated too for the time.
Got a near mint 1-page Iron Fist.
It's a good book. Great book.
We got 8.0 white first Wolverine.
Whew.
Oh, good book. Especially if somebody was going to start a linear set of the 8.0s.
Yeah.
7.0. This is a hard book to get high grade.
Yeah, it's square bound first Hercules there.
Yeah, this is a Canadian.
Yeah.
Look how white the cover is.
Oh, wow. That is so clean.
Yeah. It's a
Dude,
We
every
have-
copy I've seen of that book has been butchered, man. Butchered, dinged up, butchered,
Yeah.
dirty.
I have a 3.5 and a 5.5 as well. If someone's looking for Hercules, this was another 9.0 white pager.
Oh, big book.
Yeah. Another
Dude,
hard.
this is my wheelhouse right here. Steve knows what to do, man. He knows his clientele. He knows to show the Silver Age stuff.
This is just different.
9.8.
Holy cow.
I think there's
Wow.
like 3 something.
Jeez.
One of my, I really like this
There you go.
FF50 cover.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Steve, is that 5.5?
Yeah, 5.5. The 45 is also a 5.5.
I love that book.
I love the Inhumans, man. Except that Marvel. I mean, we all know the Marvel thing. That was the worst thing since Ghost Rider. But the Inhumans are great characters.
The 9.4 white.
Oh, the Inhumans are. I don't know. Oh, got some homies jumping in with us right here, looking at these great books.
TT, we got Crisco.
We got
Oh, look at
Murph
that.
in there.
World by Night. We got Hawkeye coming up.
Do you also take pretzels as payment?
Yeah, we bring our food.
We do have some of these at lower grade, better price point. That's like my favorite Kirby.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, that cover's awesome.
Iconic.
Oh yeah.
Another undervalued book.
Great book. Get
What
it
a,
now,
what a
people.
time to buy this
Yeah.
book, right?
Get
Or,
it now.
Perfect
Now,
time.
right?
Yes, get it now. Yes.
Jid, you got some deals in the works with
Yes,
Sean
absolutely.
from Comics_CT?
He may or may not have a certain yellow suited speedster that I want to buy.
Nice. Look at that, Dr. Strange.
That's another undervalued.
Yeah.
If you want it on the cheap,
Perfect, right?
that's a
Damn.
3.5.
This is like Oprah. Everybody, right? Everybody gets one, I guess. My
You
God,
get
look at
one.
them.
You
All.
get one.
Look at that. Great time to buy it.
You could have a 5.5 set. You could have a 48, a 50, and a 45.
All in a 5.5. I want that
Ooh.
trilogy so bad, and that's
Yeah.
the grade I wanted in so bad. Oh,
That's a really
Uh-huh.
hard book to find.
wow, yeah. Early Captain Captain
First
Atom.
appearance of the Atom, Captain Atom.
Yeah. That's not a book you see all the time.
Yeah, it's from 1960.
No.
Billy Charlton. I guarantee you don't see this a lot.
No, dude, I ogle over this book every time I see it. If you collect battle covers, you should own this book. I mean, you know what? I might have somebody who might want to buy this book because he collects battle covers. Now that I'm talking about it. That's a Karate Chop, Steve. That was a 9.8.
Yeah, 9.8 white pager.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
This is a crypto off white to white. First Ghost Rider, and then everyone needs to own one of these.
Yes, a
There
9.0.
you go, Cap.
I know, Cap.
Yeah.
And I got the Spidey variant with the rare yellow on the cover here.
Okay, yeah.
that's awesome.
Oh, nice. Very nice. That's a nice book.
There aren't many in the print run. Like I said, we'll have 20 boxes of goodies. Plus, I'm picking up another 2 to 3 boxes tomorrow. And hopefully another couple of boxes next week. So we will have, we will definitely be the slab mecca of Terrificon.
I'm telling you, with the small island that you have, I mean, geez, it's
Well,
amazing.
we'll have a chance.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be pretty wild. So, Steve, if people can't make it to Terrificon, which I don't know why you're not watching this video, you need to go get on a train, planes, and automobiles and get there. You sell on Elite every third Wednesday. Am I saying that properly? Every second Wednesday on Elite. And you have been very gracious to us during many of our crawls. And Jeremiah's Antiques, you have a huge retail space there, correct? In Putnam, Connecticut.
Putnam, Connecticut.
Yeah. Because the other day I saw a posting and you had a hand cart full of books you were going to update.
Yeah, I brought in like 8 or 9 long boxes of books, new stuff.
Nice.
You know,
Wow.
from from dollar packs to, $50 books.
Yeah. All right. Now, do you obviously all types of payments, right? Except pretzels. What I get,
We have PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, credit card.
Yeah. All right. Great.
We'll have all of those available at Terrificon, and we'll be at Fan Expo the following week.
We do not.
I was going to ask
your
about
firstborn
that.
Children. We don't want your firstborn children.
No, I
Keep
got
those
3
with
of
the
them.
pretzels.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So Fan Expo's next
Yeah, it's the week after Terrificon up in Boston.
in Boston, and then Providence.
Well, Baltimore.
Oh, Baltimore. Yes.
If you're a diehard collector, Baltimore has to be on your bucket list.
Yes, I've only been once, and I had an amazing time. I bought a great book from you guys.
It's the most pure comic show that you can drive to on the East Coast, unless you go all the way to Charlotte.
Right. Okay. Awesome. Great. So,
the New England region.
yeah. No. Well, you guys know JNS Collectibles, the Great Walls. I've done tons of videos with them. They're great friends of us. Where they set up at our swap. They went back. Steve, you were our first big vendor. I'll never forget. If you go back in 3MIB lore, we were sitting there at Dakota's, and it was the first time we ever held a swap.
Yep.
And I was setting up to do a show, and you said, "Do you want some fire to put up on the bar?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I think it was a Daredevil 1.
Yeah.
And I think it was like a 7-0.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, let's go big or go home, man. And so I want to thank you very much, you and Jill and the whole team of JNS Collectibles, for being such a great supporters of 3 Men in a Basement. So we're going to have you on again with more raw books. But if not,
I have a question for you, Otto.
Yeah, go ahead. Fire away.
Some of the folks that are local in the Instagram community,
yeah,
are interested in having a Dakotas-esque swap.
Okay.
Is that something you can work on?
Yeah, I mean, I can always do it. The problem is, obviously my restaurant, Dakota's, closed down. I have been speaking to somebody. Actually, I'll tell you exactly who it was. Our good friends that did our food truck, the Spanish cuisine place, Taste of Home. They work with, and this is completely off the record, and this might have, hopefully, they work with a group of people who actually have I want to say an area where they bring their food trucks, and they have an enclosed area that they rent out for certain things. And I can't do the swap as big as I did, and I don't want to do something. I want to do something. So there definitely is something planned. We could talk about that at Terrificon. So I'd love to do that in the fall. So anyway,
I got some new folks who want to come get the 3MIB experience.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. Hey, man, as long as we can do it, So that's been fantastic. So, all right, Steve, thanks for coming on. Jill, appreciate you running the camera back there.
Have a good night, guys.
Thanks.
All right.
Have a good one,
see you
guys.
guys soon. All right.
Enjoy.
Take care.
Bye. Oh, my God. Such great stuff.
He's always got banger books.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I mean, oof.
He showed.
Not even have a tenth of it.
Oh my God. When he was like, "Do you want a banger to put up on a bar?" I'm like, yeah, please. I need eye candy, And he threw that up right there. I thought that was really, really neat. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Chid run the show a little for 5 minutes. I'll be right back before we bring on our next guy, Tom Ryan. Streetside, you hanging out with us, buddy?
I'm hanging, baby. I got the phone charged and everything. So. Yeah, of course, bro. You know me.
Chid, you got.
Okay. Bye. All right. So
it's the two men in the basement now.
I have total control. What do you want to do? We can take down the whole channel. We can do whatever you want.
Yes. Throw books. Right. Oh man!
But,
wow.
We had a bunch of people pop in really quick, and let me pop back.
Oh yeah, please do.
We had Nelvis.
Nelvis.
Robert Snyder. We got Crisco. We got my man Murph is in here.
Murph.
Chris, to answer your question, I don't have. Actually, I do. Hold on, give me 1 second. What am I talking about? I have full control. I can do whatever I want.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. So just to show you guys again some of the vendors and stuff. we are going to be
Oh yeah.
at A5, A6, and A7. We got Street Side at 517, Erod at 420. Tom Ryan, who's going to be on here shortly, over at D13. George Deep, who you're going to see in a little bit, at G11 and 12. JNS, who's just on with their, as Otto put it, Country of Comics here. We got a bunch of people. We got Very Gary, we got Richie, Erod, who you're going to see a little later. So here's a whole list of everybody. And then let me pull up, give me 1 sec. Let me pull up the other one here of the map. So if you're looking at the map, where you walk in, here are all your vendors. You got Street Side down at what, 517 we said, right? Street Side?
517.
517. So here's where you have all the vendors and stuff. And if you keep going left, as you keep walking through the massive floor that is Terrificon, you eventually get to Artist Alley here. And if you go to the very, very top where it says A1, 2, and 3, that is where you will find the 3-men booth. We'll be set up there. We're doing giveaways every hour-ish. We're going to be doing the Where's Otto raffle, which we're going to talk about extensively next week. So get ready for that. And then, we're gonna have some, we'll have some books and toys to sell too, but we're there hanging out. We're gonna have t-shirts. It's gonna be great. So we have Artist Alley, and then as you get more towards the back, you get all the media guests and stuff like that. So it'll be fun.
Chin, what I like so much about Terrificon is that it's not cosplay heavy. It's like maybe 2% cosplay, and it's usually just the people that are like when you're walking in, the stormtroopers and stuff like that. There's a few people that walk around, but you don't get like at New York Comic-Con where the Hulk, War Machine armor, this and that, bumping into you, knocking you down, and 12-foot skeletons. Like it's more comic base, convention, and I love that, because cosplay is nice, but certain areas for it. But Terrificon is more for the comic community. It's like it's just so great.
I could not agree more.
So great, man.
And like we said, it's a huge. There's a lot of people here, a lot of things, but it's so well spaced out. You never really feel cramped. And I always describe Terrificon as it is definitely more comic focused, which for us is fantastic. But I also think it is it is a perfect blend of a kind of pop culture con, because you have your comics, you have your toys, you have your card people, you have your people that are cosplaying, you have your organizations, you have your artists, you have your media guests. You get a little bit of everything.
Sure.
And as we said multiple times, the best part after is once it's done, you're in a hotel and casino with a bunch of friends for 3 days, and
you
can't beat it.
Yeah.
So speaking of awesome talent, we're going to bring on our next guest. And I believe Tom Ryan's been on the channel before. I believe my memory serves me correct, but he's all over the place. He sets up with some really, really unique stuff. He's always a great guy to talk to, full of energy. And I'm so happy that he could join us tonight. So Tom, is this your second full? Hey, what's up, man?
There he is.
What's going on, everybody?
Is this your second full appearance on 3 Men in the Basement? Am I correct by saying that?
Yes, you are absolutely correct.
All right, we love second appearances. They're worth just as much as first. They're almost worth as much as first, but we're happy to have you this time.
How you guys doing?
We're good, man. We're here. We're just excited. We're
what's up, brother?
Your level of excitement at this point, Tom, for this show is.
Oh, dude, I am so beyond excited for this show.
Nice.
Should I just jump right on into it?
Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead, man. You got the floor, brother.
Tom, before you do, I just want to address the question really quick in the chat here.
Sure.
It's not that this isn't for cos. There's plenty of cosplayers. By all means, cosplay all you want. We're just saying there's if you've been to New York Comic Con or San Diego, a lot of times you got to move out of the way. You're getting bumped by a lot of people with big costumes. That doesn't happen here. There's plenty of space. Everybody can do their own thing. It's awesome.
Yeah,
I just want to throw that out there.
Dig it. That's a great. The aisles are definitely wide enough. You know what I mean? So
because there's some awesome cosplay there.
I believe there are also cosplay tables for all the creators are on the outside. So as you're walking on into the main hall, you get to experience all of them with their tables and everything as well too.
Yes,
so you want
absolutely
outside. some awesome backdrops and everything. I mean,
Yeah.
Mitch does a fantastic show. So,
Tom, how many years have you been at Terrificon? Have you been since Bridgeport? Did you go all the way back to Bridgeport?
No, my first year with Terrificon was the first year that they held it at Mohegan, which I think at the time it was ConnectiCon.
ConnectiCon, yes. Thank you very much for bringing that up, because I was going to bring that up too, because I can't believe it's been almost 9 years strong,
Jesus.
and that I've gotten back into comics, and I dictate that, and I say that by Terrificon, because my brother Brett from Power Kid Comics, he was with Mitch at Bridgeport, and then there was the controversy. He couldn't call it ConnectiCon anymore.
Yep.
And then he named it Terrificon, and then he moved it to Mohegan, and then he moved it to, and then they stayed, but they went to the Expo Center. They got so bad. So that's great, man. That's great. Grassroots, man. Grassroots for you.
Yeah.
Here
Yeah. Yeah, and I do his other show as well, like the video game convention.
The CT GamerCon. I went this year. I had a blast.
Oh yeah, it's a fantastic time.
Yeah, it was great. It was. I'm going to tell you guys this. So this is another selling point, and you can take it whatever you got here. It was one of these things where there were comics, there were video games, there were retro video games. It was a real fun geek experience. If you're ever in that area, please head into it and check it out, because it was a mashup, and I had a great time because I was kind of just there checking out everything. I had really, well, it's kind of like I have no responsibility, but like typical shows, but I wasn't like there. I just had a great time chopping it up. So really, really cool. So, and then Tom, previous to this, you ran into the brother Dave, right? You were at Dave Levesque. Where did you run into him? You were set up somewhere pretty unique.
We were at WickedCon.
Was it WickedCon?
WickedCon.
Okay. I remember seeing it. I was with my good buddy Murph, who's in the chat, and he got an awesome sketch for me at WickedCon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
All right, there we go.
They all start blending in, you know. It's just
all right, nice.
It's really tough to remember.
Yeah, all right, so we have you set up. So we have Tom
D13.
Ryan Studio set up at D13.
Like,
kind of tell the people where that is.
So if you go to D13, once you get into the Artist Alley section, if you're looking at the very top where we are at A1, 2, and 3, if you go down a couple rows, right down to the D's, which is, I believe, 4 rows down,
yeah,
you got D3, and Tom is kind of right in the right on the alley there.
That's a great spot, Tom.
Yeah.
You know, I'm real happy with this spot.
Yeah, no, that's a good spot, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what do they say? Location, location, location. You know,
that's the song right there.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. All right, so I'll take care of highlighting you. We're gonna bring in Roger, older video. I wish he probably wishes he was never in this video.
I got it right here.
You got it. Hit it.
Oh, the old one. Or this one?
Oh, the old one. Do the old one.
The old one.
Roger's gonna be left-hand side middle. Check him out. He's
all right. There he is.
Highlight this guy, man.
Show it again, and I'll tell you this. Watch it again. The only thing holding him up is that chair.
Highlight this guy, man.
I think we've all been there.
Oh yeah, true. And he hits a computer after that. So let's bring Tom front and center to show off some of his amazing stuff. So Tom, tell us what happens in Tom Ryan Studios. What do we have?
All right, so for the better part of this year, I've been working on a project with a writer, and so it originally started off as he wanted to do a small mini comic and hand out these comics over at Cannes Film Festival a couple months ago. And we were working on this project, and we realized that this small, like, little mini thing just isn't going to work. There's a whole universe that's involved in this. So we went ahead, we reprinted it. I actually get them tomorrow. And at Terrificon on Saturday and Sunday, he's flying in from Vegas, and we're going to be
breaking news.
Signing. This is breaking news.
This is breaking news here on 3MIB. And I know somebody had told me about this. I think Dave the brother told me that you were working on something.
Yeah. Oh, you know, that was at some small show,
like a fair or something, right?
It was CliffsCon.
Okay,
but not in Plainville. Some other.
It's a DoubleTree. It's a DoubleTree.
Yeah.
All right, so you're getting breaking news right here on 3 Men in the Basement, Tom Ryan Studios.
So this is the weathered variant. So this is like just a mini ash can. This takes place kind of like the last pages of the comic. And yeah, it's a tribute cover, you know.
I was saying that's homage, yeah.
Yeah, I mean they sell.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
like it. It looks cool.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. So, so this is the one that looks to be like you just found it, you know, in your garage or whatever, and you kind of forgot about this character or whatever. But the one that we're going to be launching at Terrificon is going to be completely mint. Like even on the inside of this, all the pages are like kind of like weathered and everything.
Wow.
So at Terrificon, they're going to be all brand new, completely clean, and then we have 50 variant covers with a rainbow metallic cover coming in as well, and they are all going to be signed by myself and the writer. So we had I just printed up the certificate of authenticity the other day, cut them this morning, so that's going to be like the big.
That's huge! Congratulations, man!
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Congrats, man. That is great.
What's that? Okay. If all this goes well, then hopefully by next year we'll be launching a Kickstarter for issue 1. So.
Oh, let's do it, man! Let's get
No.
behind that, man. That would be really cool, man.
Yeah. But then for the rest of it, for the rest of the show, like Friday, and we haven't figured out the schedule yet. Because it's still just a small like little area for me.
Right.
So I'm going to be still selling all my art prints that I have, enamel pins, sketch covers.
You got such cool pins. I remember at WickedCon. They were so cool.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I don't think anybody says it better than Murph right here. Right there. No joke. And he's friggin' affordable. It's amazing work.
Yeah, Murph.
Yeah. He's excited to be a repeat customer. And I understand why. That I remember the sketch you did for him was incredible.
Was that the Yoda?
The Yoda smoking the joint.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! Yeah, right here.
Well, actually,
Or
we technically couldn't do that. So
yeah, it was.
No.
I believe it was just he was high on the Force. That's all
Yes,
it was.
exactly.
That's right. That's right. It was a lightsaber, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tom, you do commissions, you do the enamel pins, right?
Yep.
And then what styles are there? The one I have is, oh my god, the droid from I love it. The kids comment on it all the time. The
you got
droid.
the K2?
What's that?
K2?
Yeah, K2SO doing a heart like this.
Yeah.
And it's a metallic pin, and it is awesome. And he's one of my favorite droids.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's a good popular seller. I just finished this one, so this one will be premiering at the show as well.
Awesome.
Little Spidey 2099 and the Mario 3 fashion like that.
That's awesome.
yeah, and the artist who did that cover is going to be at Terrificon, if I'm not mistaken.
Is he really now?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So that's pretty wild.
More homages.
Yeah, of course.
Hey,
They sell, right?
Like you said, they sell. People love them.
Oh, I know, absolutely. And
you know
these
what?
are,
You do the homages that like
some of the
like that Mario one. You don't see those all the time. That's great.
Oh, yeah, I did it for like the little Venom, and then I was like, all right, well then I got to do Spider-Man, and then
right.
I got the template now, so it's just kind of
That's
fun
awesome.
to do all of them. So there's a Last Ronin as well that I have.
Nice.
Spider-Punk, Gwen. So yeah, they're just fun to do, and you just got to ride waves until you hit that beach.
Right. So you've been doing lots of shows, and then after Terrificon, what do you have lined up? WickedCon?
Well, WickedCon's not going to be until
that's not until June next year.
Oh, no, not WickedCon. What is it? Boston Fan Expo or?
Nah, I haven't done any of the fan expos myself.
Okay, gotcha.
So, like, as far as comic conventions, I really think Terrificon's like the last real big hurrah, and then some little one-day shows. But then I also sell at video game conventions. So there's
there you go.
All their video game conventions coming on up. There's Retro World Expo in Hartford, and then there's Retro Game Con up in Syracuse, New York. So
cool.
Those are the two other pretty big shows that I have lined up for the rest of the year.
Nice.
But, yeah, it's kind of slowing down for cons for me after Terrificon.
After Terrificon, I agree with you. After Terrificon, we had Little Giant. We had King Con, Little Giant, then we had our show, and now we have this. And then you kind of just take a little bit of break, and maybe I'll head down to hang out with Street Side one day because he's always got stuff going on. So
yeah,
pretty wild.
Absolutely.
So, Tom, if I could just ask you some questions about your styles? Are people always buying Spidey? Let's get that straight. Like, people always buy Spidey. Is that something that you see, or like what's some of the popular superheroes that you sell?
I mean, so you really won't find any DC for me.
Okay, interesting.
Because I've gotten cease and desisted pretty often with DC characters.
Really?
Yeah.
What do they say? I'm not a legal lawyer. I just play one on TV. So
yeah. I mean, my shop was taken down right around the movie of the Batman, and DC went ahead, took down all my original sketch covers, mashups, anything of that property. So
damn corporate America.
I blame Warner Brothers for that.
Yeah. So a lot of that stuff I've been just selling out and not even really ever attempting to, which kind of sucks because I do have some pretty cool ideas for some series of pins of like skulls, like the masks of all the heroes, and I've got them all designed and everything. It's just I'm terrified to actually get them produced and not being able to sell them because
I hear you, man. Just have it sitting around. So if people can't make it to Terrificon and find your product, where can they find you if they wanted to get a hold of you besides the shows?
I'm all over the place on social media, so everything is at Tom Ryan Studio. My shop is on Etsy at Tom Ryan Studio. You can sign up for my mailing list that's brand new, which is tomryans.studio. You sign up there, and I send out coupons and like sample images of new product coming out. Anytime I'm sold out of something and I get it restocked or whatever, you're the first to know, because social media is rough these days. And I'm not, despite of all the emails that I get to become a sports mentorship guy or whatever, I'm not.
Right. No, I hear you, man. I hear you. Well, thank you very much for coming on tonight. We appreciate you taking it off. It's always been a pleasure to have you on the channel.
Thanks for having me on. And, I'll see you guys.
See you soon, man. You're a huge supporter, and, it's just been great. You got really unique stuff, and it's just another way to complement your comic book collection with all these great things. I mean, my backpack is loaded with the pins, and it's always great to just chop it up and talk comics with you. So thank you very much for coming on tonight, brother.
I am taking commission still too. So
I got a great idea too. I'm going to follow up with you because I got another one. I never followed up after last year, but I want to make this happen because I
still want to do that one that you were talking about too.
Yes. I want to. Yes, exactly.
About it. So
all right, good. I dig it. I can't wait. All right, Tom, thank you very much for joining us. Rock on, brother.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right,
see you at the show, man.
Take it easy, brother. Okay.
Cool dude, man. Good dude to
awesome
talk
guy.
to.
Yeah.
Awesome guy.
Yeah, really nice guy.
It's just really unique to see how much we've gone from, to just comic book collecting, you know what I mean? To Kodachrome, to pins, to this, to that, and everything. And it's been wild. And thank you very much for joining with us. We got 2 more guests. And now I'm going to bring on my friend who I missed seeing this year in Maine. Life happens, and I'd always love seeing him, but I always love seeing George. George single-handedly made me if I had a 1 and 1A favorite Jean Grey cover, which I can't pick, it's like I had 2 best men at my wedding, my brother and my other brother. I can't pick. George Deep single-handedly did what I consider one of the best mashups of Jean Grey and Captain America ever, and gifted it to me a few years ago at Little Giant. And I gave him a big hug, a little bro hug, longer than he should have. I got a little choked up. I was so excited. So you can go back in my Instagram and check it out. But not only is he's an amazing artist, but he's a great person, a great comic book collector, and a great person of this community. So let's bring on Mr. George Deep.
Oh, holy crap, there's bald people in the room.
You're close too, George.
No, at least I got hair. Not much,
right,
but I got some.
I got some on the back.
You guys can put your head together and make an ass out of yourself.
I love it. I
So
love it.
before we get started, it's been a while since I've been on. All right, so I just want to let you know that I brought my not going to pull an auto and blow up my computer cup.
I actually started thinking about that. Chin, were you in the chat when that happened?
Oh, I was. I remember laughing.
I actually thought about that. So my cup definitely now is double insulated. As you can see, I have this cup with another cup and I have the lid on. So that was the night of the 2K Tito spill, which will go down in infamy. So, George, how are you, my friend?
I am sweating. That's all it is. Ever since you left Maine, the rain disappeared.
Okay, and the heat has come out?
And the heat is nonstop.
All right, there you go. There you go. Okay, so because you're working busily on Terrificon stuff or pressing books? What do we got going on?
We are full go for Terrificon.
Okay.
Busy, so busy. So I got commissions I've been working on. I'm going to be doing one for Mike Benson.
Really? Okay.
I got a big one for Guy Forge.
Oh, I remember you telling me about guys. Yeah, last time I saw you. Yeah.
Yep. And I just finished up a cover that I can show after.
Okay.
I got 2 books that I've been doing variant covers for. Unfortunately, one of them is going to be put on the back burner for a little while. The artist for the book has got stage 3 cancer, so we're wishing him the best. Hope he has a good recovery. But
yeah, all right.
Yeah, wow.
Okay.
But yeah, so we've been busy. My wife is busy. We're getting books together to get signed.
Nice.
All right. Who are some of the artists you're going after, George?
Well, of course, I got them. So we got this one here.
Ooh,
okay.
For Art Adams.
Yeah, I love it.
And then let's see, got that one signed by Byrne, and so I'm gonna get Art Adams to sign that one.
Holy cow! Okay.
One of them I couldn't find yet. So then I've got for Dan Jurgens, I've got that signed by Dick Giordano already.
Yeah.
Cool.
And what else? Oh, another Art Adams. Oops, wrong
Look at
one.
that. I'm a huge fan.
And then I might get this one. I don't know.
Yeah, okay, you gotta get it. Look at that Gumby.
Yeah, but I have one more. I have one more, but it's still packed in one of the boxes. I got to find it. It's the Action Comics annual from back in the 80s that Byrne did. He wrote it. Dick Giordano inked it, and Arthur Adams did the artwork for it.
Really?
I got Byrne and Giordano's signature on it about 30 years ago, and I've been waiting 30 years or so to meet Art Adams. So this is finally going to get the 3rd signature on the book.
Yes. All right. I guess Murph's shouting out orders from behind it. I know Murph.
Highlight this guy, man.
I need like a little cue. So when we just got rolling. It's happy when we see our friends. Everybody's excited, and we just start rolling talking about comic books. All right, Chin, highlight them.
We got them. I can't help.
Murph runs his channel now.
I can't help but cut people off with it now. I'm sorry if Roger's.
My studio looks cleaner on the internet.
It looks awesome.
There you go.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks great.
And I was told to keep away from your booth.
My booth?
Gotta stay away from street sides. I can't afford you. You got too many good deals. Too many good deals.
Yeah. Oh, big time, brother. Especially for you, my friend. Especially for you.
I love it. I love it. So, George, any collections come in lately? Have you been finding anything?
We picked up a collection. We've got a mess. We got books all the way up into the living room now.
Okay.
We picked up. We drove down to New Bedford and picked up one. It was some leftovers from somebody's store.
Okay.
And the guy tossed in. He was about 3,000 books, I think it was, and he threw in a box of coverless. That's a story in itself. But we ended up getting a let's see, we got Iron Fist 14 out of it.
Nice.
Coverless?
No, in the regular stuff.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we more than we got plenty of good stuff in the normal books. But there was a box that he said was modern, and there's what is it? Sandman 19 has got a misprint.
Yeah, it does.
And it was recalled because pages 18 and 19 were flipped backwards. And so there was in the box, I think there was probably about 50 something copies of Sandman 19, and 24 of them were the error.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Nice.
So that was
very nice.
And yeah, there was tons of Silver Age, tons of Bronze Age in there. But the highlight of it all was in the coverless books, because the first thing we pulled out was a Daredevil 4.
Ooh.
Then I think there was a Daredevil 13 or 14, something like that. Hulk Annual 1.
Okay.
And then the one that broke my heart, because I've been searching for this book forever, and was Amazing Spider-Man 50.
Really? Coverless?
Coverless. Yeah, that broke my heart.
Oh.
Yeah, and there was a bunch of other there was a bunch of other stuff, but yes, that was the newest collection I picked up.
Oh, all right. Look at me. I'm like, let's bring this. George, are you gonna bring this box?
I was like, bring the box.
No, I don't have room for the box. I actually have to bring Joe Jusko a box of paint.
Dude, really?
I have. Yeah, so I met him I was set up at WickedCon, and I years ago he was complaining that the brand of paint that he uses, they discontinued a lot of the colors, and I have a box of them that nobody in the house uses.
Really?
And, yep. So I went through them and I found a handful of the ones that were discontinued, and I brought them up to him at WickedCon. And we spent most of the weekend shooting it up, and he gave me a crap ton of prints. I got them hanging up on my stairs now, and he says that well, if you got any more, and I said I got a box of them, but you took the train. I didn't want to bring a box for you to try to carry this big ass box full of paints. He says, don't worry about it, I'll get them home.
Really?
So I got to bring that box of paints up with me.
Okay, all right. Nice. So let's see, where are you set up in the world right here? So we updated this. So we've got
G11
George
and 12.
G11 and 12. Man, they really put you far away from us.
Yeah, Mitch doesn't want me across from you guys. We cause too much trouble.
I know. That's what I'm telling you. Yeah. So you're kind of where you almost were last year, but not really, because you were up against the wall last year, right?
Yeah, I was up against the wall right across from where you guys were.
Exactly.
Right around where the Inkwell Awards is about where we were, I think.
So Chin, show them where they are. So obviously G, but it's like,
so if you go down towards the bottom and right before it turns to pink, he is 11 and 12. He's those two booths right there.
And right behind me at F11, I believe it is F11 and 12 is my next door neighbor, Joe Schmalke, who's from Black Caravan Comics.
Yep. He does a lot of stuff around me up here in Mass. Yeah.
Yep. So he'll be there.
Schmalke will be there too. Wow.
Yep. Right. He'll be there. And then not long after that, we'll be going up to, I don't even know when it is. When is it? Granite State. There'll be a whole bunch of
September.
us.
Yeah.
Yep. So
where is that, Chin?
It's right in Manchester.
Oh, is it really? Okay. All right.
Yeah, nice, very nice.
You got to venture up north, man. You got to come past Mohegan. You got to come past Newington right here. Go up north.
This is the busiest year I've had. This is the most conventions that my wife and I have done.
Good. And how do you feel the crowds are like? Is it back to pre-COVID, or we?
Yeah, we did. We did one right here in town in Portland at the Cross Arena for the main Comic and Toy Con, and I think that was probably, for the size and the amount of people that showed up, that was our best convention ever.
Really?
That equaled sales to what I did at Terrificon last year. And I did good. I did good at Terrificon last year.
Yeah. Portland is a great town. Portland, Maine is just an absolute great town to be in, and that's a great thing. I wish I'd known about that. I mean, you can't go to everything, but you at least try. So, George, last year I got an amazing Doom print. The first print, though, I made sure that it was the first. Correct? Yes.
Yep.
So maybe I'm thinking of getting a remark on it. I don't know if I can afford you, but I mean, maybe you know somebody that can help me out with it. So the Doom print, will you have that available this year?
I still have Doom prints available, and then I'm gonna have, I think, four new ones.
Really? Can we debut them today?
Yeah, some of them they debuted at WickedCon, but
okay.
Let's see if I can get these up. So this is the
Pales of the Crypt. Yes.
So this one has been like extremely popular. I was shocked. So
I'm not. I think
and then I also have the Virgin variant of it.
Nice.
Brilliant.
But the owner of Coast City Comics up here is trying to see about getting Dynamite to do this as a variant cover.
Awesome. That would be awesome.
And then the cover for the book that got put on hold is Lady Ragnarok.
Holy cow!
So
Awesome
that one's on the cover is on hold, but I'm still allowed to sell prints.
Really?
And then I just finished. This is the pencils. Some of the original art will be available, but this is the pencils for cover for Pillow and Lucky issue 1.
Wow!
It's going to be a short. It's going to be like a conglomeration of art and pinups and short cartoons and stuff like that. But I finished the painting like while you guys were online.
Oh, jeez.
That hasn't been printed. That has not been printed yet. And down here it's gonna say something to the effect of jaw-dropping monstrous issue, variant cover, variant uncovered will cost you extra.
Oh, really?
Very cool.
But that's basically what I've been working on for the past I don't know, about 2 months now. Is that cover is taking a long time, and I literally signed it just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, awesome. I always got a little something. I got a little George. I got George hanging out everywhere I look. There's some George Deep stuff right here. No, this was great. You did it for 5 minutes. A little giant. To go with my Silver Surfer. I was actually thinking about having you write something in a word bubble, like something about Otto. I don't know, but anyway,
that's a moon, not a word bubble.
Yeah, exactly. No, that was fun too, and I got behind me, and I got it. So definitely a huge fan of George and your work, and just everything you do. So it should be a great trip, man. How many years in a row have you been doing Terrificon?
This will be year 3.
Year 3, okay,
yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
All right.
I would have done it before. Obviously, COVID made it difficult to do anything, and then we moved up here. But no matter what, moving up here, I'm still going back home, hang out with you guys, and watch the butcher, crawl back to his hotel room, and
it really is going to be a great stuff. So you've got a product for George. I know Murph has bought multiple pieces from you, correct?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Murph has gotten, I think we got two for him and one for Sean.
Yep.
Who Sean was just up here a couple weeks ago. Got to hang out with him for a couple hours up at one of the bars.
Nice.
All right. There you go. High praise from Meister Big Benson right there, so yeah. Well, George, I appreciate you jumping on. Where can everybody find you if they wanted to get a commission before Terrificon, or is that in the
commissions right now? I'm going to be doing them on site.
Okay.
At Terrificon, but anytime they can contact me at George Deep on Instagram, or go to georgedeep.com. Yes, I use my real name, so I figure when senility sets in, at least I know who I am.
There you go.
Turn on my computer, that's my homepage.
There you go.
Now, just so people know, as far as commissions go, you're doing sketch covers. You're doing
sketch covers. I will do. I'll probably do like 9x12.
You do sketch cards, George?
To do this cover, I had to make a deal with the publisher to do 60 sketch cards.
Really?
So I'm doing 60 sketch cards. I'm doing 30 I'm doing a Felix the Cat set, and I'm doing a Deja Thora set.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so that the deal was that to get the variant cover, he says, I'll do the variant cover for you for free, right? And print it for you so you can get copies of it. He says, if you can help us out, because we need sketch cards. So yeah, I've done sketch cards for years.
Yeah.
I'm going to be talking to you that Friday, my friend.
Look at this.
When you think I'm doing sketch cards for people. I love it.
Oh, well, if you want, I've got my own blanks.
Yeah. Yep.
Hang on. I don't know where they are at the moment, but I do have
I'll
hit you up. I'll hit you up.
The problem with hosting this show is you get to see what everybody has to sell, and you want to buy something from everybody. Like guys think this is easy to track. You guys think this is easy to see all this fire, and like every time you have one of these shows, you're like, I need more money. I got to work overtime.
It depends on what you want to. I have artist proofs from Marvel sets and DC sets and Star Wars and Walking Dead, and I've worked on all of those.
No, I know, George. Your work is simply amazing. And you definitely have the fan club in here between myself, Amazing Murph. Look at this. We got the Ford saying you're the man. Mike the Beast saying class act. Oh my God, look at this. They're just I
think they're looking at the wrong guy. I kind of like with this here. If I got a little tipsy, I could be Roger.
That's right.
The old Roger.
Yeah, well, exactly. Speaking of Roger, I'm sure he's watching this or going to pop on any minute and give me a comment that I screwed something up, which I probably did. I won't take it. So, George, my friend, thank you very much. We've got our last guest coming on. We got Erod 212 to close it out. But
there's
George,
another booth I got to avoid.
Yeah, exactly, man. I mean, your wife is a good hunter. Your wife is a true digger.
She's a better hunter than I am.
Yeah, thank you. Because I didn't want to say that. I was going to let you say that. So I will second that. Okay. So thank you very much for jumping on. Can't wait to see you at
Can't
your
wait
booth.
to see you guys.
Take it easy.
Make sure you guys follow the amazing George Deep, and he's going to be at booth G11 and G12 at Terrificon. George, thank you very much for coming on with us.
All right, guys. I will see you in a few weeks.
All right, cool.
9 days. Yeah, 9 days.
9 days, yes.
9 days, yep.
Look at that. It's less. It's under 10 digits. It's under 10 digits. Just
not even ready.
All right, get back to work, George.
Yeah, going back to work.
All right, bye. What a great guy. Oh, my God.
Oh, nicest guy. Literally one of the nicest guys.
The Captain America sketch he did when he took, I said, George, I don't care when I want it. I don't care if it takes you a year. I want a Jean Grey Captain America mashup on a Captain America cover. And he surprised me 2 years ago at Little Giant with it. He told me he wasn't going. Complete misdirection. I probably should have sensed it, you know. But then he shows up, and the fact that he put the Phoenix logo, well, other than the flames coming out of her eyes, which is amazing, and the costume and the pouches, but you guys got a vision. Go find me on Instagram. The shield has the Phoenix logo on it from Captain America. It's an awesome sketch, right, Chin? It's pretty good. It is. Yeah, it is. Thank you. Okay, you can tell by his excitement. So think about level of excitement. We got to bring my man on. My homie's just grinding. He's working hard, pricing books. He's all over New Jersey. You know, you always see his videos. Did I go to a good show or not? Please subscribe to him on YouTube. I thoroughly enjoy watching Erod's videos about did he go to a good show or not, or all the bangers on that. So let's bring him on. My man is working hard. Erod 212, one of the original members. Used to hang out with 3 Men in the Basement. What's up, my man?
Actually, 3 Men in the Basement hung out with the New York Warriors.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so.
What's going on, guys? How's everything?
What's going
on? Man. Good to have you on. Good to have you close out the show tonight. Really appreciate you jumping on, and just kind of want to talk and chop it up comics, man. You know, you've been hunting, you've been pressing. What have you been doing, man?
Hunting, pressing, buying collections, CGC slabs, a little bit of everything, man. It's just been busy. Once we started the business machine rolling, getting variants done now. So, you know, it's been bigger and better, and it's been fun.
Might there be a special variant that you're going to have at Terrificon?
There is a Terrificon exclusive.
Oh, interesting. Before you say anything else, let's highlight you before Chin cuts me off.
I mean, come on.
Look,
highlight this guy, man.
And you still did it. All right.
I set you up perfectly for it.
You did. You set me up. That was a layup. There you go. All right.
Actually,
so
before we get started, we got a real question here for you, E.
Okay.
What'd you get out of prison?
Thanks. There you go, Murph. Way to go. All right. So there's a rumor. I heard some whispering that we did something for Terrificon.
I'm collaborating with Gary on nice. I mean, it's going to be limited to 1,000 copies.
Okay.
It's all I'm going to say. It's limited to 1,000 copy. It's a virgin variant. You're not going to want to miss it. It is approved as a Terrificon variant. So it is my first con.
That's so cool.
Really?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I tell you what, that it's Gary's first con exclusive too, I believe. He's never won for a con.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Awesome.
Thank you very much for telling everybody that. I mean, if that's all you can tell us, that's all you can tell us. But man, comment.
Right now that's all we got. But watch during this week, we're gonna probably do a little bit more of a reveal. And I'm telling you, once you see it, I wish I could show it to you because once you see it, everybody's gonna love it. There's a great price point on it.
I think Gary might have posted a little preview, a little hint of it the other day. He might have. He didn't show the whole thing. I think he had a little print. If I'm thinking of the right thing. I could be wrong. He might have.
We'll have to see. Erod, you sign books for free if I wanted to get that signed?
Yeah, no problem.
Do you want the CGC label to say Erod or Erod 212 side by?
It says Erod 212 because I when I got my first Darkwing Duck back.
Yes.
It's pretty cool to see your name on the label. You know?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. It really is. It really is.
Yeah. So it was pretty surreal to see my name on the label. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome. Or maybe he didn't. Maybe I'm making stuff up.
Yeah, you're slipping that chin. Not yet, nothing yet.
So, first time set up at Terrificon, bro. What do you think?
First time, I got to tell you, it's a lot of work, you know?
No, I don't want that work, man.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not my first show setting up. I've set up.
Correct.
My man, me and Streetside, and the guys that usually do King Kong.
Yeah.
But I don't do I do a yard sale with Anthony every year, which is amazing. I do King Kong, and I usually do one show with Lone Wolf and those guys.
Yeah.
Just to show support. But other than that, and your show.
You did right.
I couldn't make it this year, but I'll be back.
Oh, we got your spot. We got a spot for you, brother. Don't worry, man.
That. So,
yeah, dude, definitely.
I'm more on the buying end, and just the hobby. You know how we love the hobby.
Yeah.
But,
let me ask you, what are you buying for the PC now? What are you going after for the PC?
So I only go after like 4 or 5 books a year now because all the books I want. So this year's books, I knocked off an ASM 10 that I needed.
Okay.
So now I need an ASM 1, an ASM 2, an X-Men 2, and an Avengers 4. Probably the most affordable one is going to be either the X-Men 2 or the Avengers 4.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Those are the books I'm going to target.
This is really tough.
Once I get the X-Men 2, my run on X-Men is done.
Yeah, perfect. Exactly. You know what I mean? Right. That's I went up to 300, but now
I went up to 451.
Oh, see, I didn't go that
wow.
Okay, wow.
But now so now I got it graded, and then I buy it raw.
Yeah.
And then I buy another one to see if I can upgrade this book, and then I buy this.
Sure.
133 has been my nemesis. I can't get it higher than a 9.2.
130.
Wow.
The Wolverine battles underneath the cage.
Yeah.
Yes, I bought that from you. I bought the 9.2 from you.
Did you? I have a 9. I have another one, but it's
I bought that at King Con from you. That was a great deal. You gave me a great deal on that. And that was great. And I was like, God damn it! I'm looking at this book. It's kind of the end of it, and I look, and I'm like, because I'm trying to get all that Jean Grey run and high grades.
Yeah,
you got it sitting there smack dab at a 9.2, and I'm like, all right, bro. And you gave me a price well under, so I definitely appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Appreciate that. Yeah, you know what? We'll be taking pressing orders there, so it's just going to be the whole litany of stuff. And I'm ready for bear. I mean, I'm bringing books. You want to see
good.
Yeah, let's
see the heat, bro. Dude, you're locking it out tonight. You are closing it out, man. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Starting with a banger.
That's the 1 in 25 Jeff Deckel.
Yeah.
Tough book to find.
Nice.
All right, here you go, Otto. Right up for your age group right here.
Yes, there we go, brother. I'm sure Roger will go after that.
This was a Dynamite exclusive signed by Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons.
I was going to say, is that signed by them? That's crazy.
Yeah, signed by the original members of KISS. And
Fun fact, that was my first concert.
Peter Criss actually does some signings out here in Jersey because he was a breast cancer survivor.
Yeah.
And then you could probably get Ace Frehley. So, but it's a nice
Ace is up in New Haven a lot up here. That's
yeah.
All right.
Origin of Blade.
Nice book.
Yes, look at that red, bro. That book pop.
It's clean.
Come on, is that the Mylar or is that book pop?
No. It's both. It is Mylar, but this book pops.
That book pops. Look at that red. Holy shit.
Here's a nice one here. It's first team up of Lex Luthor and Brainiac.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
That would be great for anybody who collects Brainiac.
Yeah. We know
this. Look at this, bro. Oh, look at that. That's pretty, bro.
Great book. Great book. It's an affordable. It's probably like a
top
2.5, 3.0 because it does have a piece missing on top.
But look how white the cover is, man.
Yeah.
That book can get filthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
First Man Ape.
Nice.
First Dormammu. First Clea.
Good book. Double first appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Great book. Tough to find in a good grade.
Tough to find.
This is a white whale.
Yeah.
This is 266, and we've all seen it. But this is a Mark Jewelers.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll take that. I'll buy that for you.
It's pricey. It's tough to find, though.
I know. I have that book in every other variant except for the Mark Jewelers.
Okay.
Shut the front door. You have to own that book.
That will probably be my big purchase of the con.
All right. Yeah, love it.
That's
nice.
the book I'm talking about. Stuff like that. And I'm bringing it for everybody. So you're going to have modern, you're going to have Silver Age, you're going to have bronze, you're going to have copper. but you know, modern stuff like
Oh,
this.
look at that! That book eludes me.
Hey, you know what? Fun fact.
Here
I
you
just
go. Here's a
pulled.
book that'll lose
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of people.
Let's hear it. Ooh, that is a tough book.
Yeah, it's
Love
the
that
1 in
cover.
50.
Yeah.
Very nice copy.
Love it. One of my favorite villains.
Here you go. Little golden age for somebody out there.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
What a cover.
Oh wow.
Dude, why don't you want to? Like, this is a hard line that I see. I can't. I don't know. I can't sell stuff. I'd keep that all. It'd be like I'd go broke.
I finally come to the mindset of what I want to keep in my collection.
Yeah.
And what I don't want to keep. I like to upgrade. So
yes, agreed with you. That's what I do.
So I
agree
try
with
and
you.
just upgrade big books I have and stuff like that. You know, like this was an undercopy forever.
Yeah.
That's single digit is issue 8.
Yeah, that cover pops. Look at that thing.
Yeah.
Good book. Good book. Love it.
Newsstand.
Yeah.
And look familiar?
Yeah, just a little.
First Pepper Potts and Happy Hogan.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He bringing the fire.
How much for that Pepper Potts book? Just what do you got on it? What do you got on
$125.
it? Okay.
Super affordable.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Put it
here.
Running this, man. Running it.
There you go.
Oof.
Oh, look at that. You're not afraid. Look at this.
More
all right.
Ready?
Oh, Jesus, Christmas, dude.
Newsstand edition.
Yeah, that'll go. If that doesn't go, people,
There you go. First Molecule Man.
Molecule.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Damn, man.
Yep. Wow.
Look at that. How clean that cover looks.
Newsstand.
Nice book.
Book you don't see as often.
I love that.
Oh, the
book.
gold.
Yeah, it's
I tracked-
clean too. It's pretty clean.
Yeah.
I tracked mine down years ago. I love that book. Great. Oh, damn me. Nice.
Oh, shit.
Newsstand edition.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Here's another book you don't see too often at shows. This is a nice wall book. Bill Sienkiewicz.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't see that.
Cacophony.
Yeah.
The Cacophony Sticks. You don't see this book at all. What's it? 6 or 3? 3. Yeah.
3. Yeah.
You don't see that book too often. Here's another book. This is high grade too. It's the Beatles in comics. It's Strange Tales.
Oh yeah, good
Some
book.
of the raw.
It is.
I say that was just your raw stuff. Jesus.
That's just raw stuff. So what I suggest to anybody, if you come to the show, if you don't see it out on the floor, ask, because I'm gonna have overstock, and I'll probably have other stuff there.
All right.
It's just because I only took a 10-foot table this time. You know.
Yeah. So Shin, I'm gonna Chin. Can we show where I'll pull it up right now. So you're at
420.
booth 420, which we've gone over the map enough. So
he's
obviously in the 400s,
like dead center. So right
Dead
as
center
you're
in
walking in.
420,
Yep, walking right in, and he's right towards the middle there. 420.
You can't forget 420. You know.
no, that's it. I mean between
most
212
memorable
and 420, man. You know what I mean? Come on.
But yeah, here's a nice little book there.
Oh, look at that.
M&M cover.
I'm trying to avoid glare here. We'll have things like this here for
Nice.
Silver Age heads. Little bronze for everybody who likes bronze. Some high grade Spider-Man slabs.
Oh,
19.
good book. Good book, dude.
Yeah. Wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Secret Wars 8 and 9/8.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Here's a book. Here's a book you don't see in high grade too often, and that's Dragon Ball. This is the first print.
Yeah, you don't see that book.
First
ever.
Goku
My boys-
in 96.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I'll be bringing the first the Dragon Ball Z. I had that in the 9/4. We'll be bringing that also.
Nice.
Oh, that's it.
Nice.
Look at
So
that.
Nas. Here's another one you don't see too often. Edge of Spider-Verse 2. This is the comic bug.
That's Greg
exclusive.
Land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg Land's going to be there.
This is the first Pierce.
Yeah, he is. Yes.
Yeah.
Greg Land hasn't done Terrificon in a long time, if not ever.
Dude, I'm excited for Greg Land.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Yep. Well, something is killing the children. And then, guys, if you're there, so Ryan Brown is doing the cover for my book. make sure you stop and see him. His remarks are outrageous.
Outrageous.
Watch this. Ready?
Does such good stuff.
This was my variant with Gary with him, and this was the Turtles. Yusagi Yojimbo where when #1. But look at this remark he did for me.
He does it like in like a whiteout pen.
Yeah, he does it in that white. It is amazing. His turtles are unbelievable.
Yeah.
So if you're a turtle guy, he's the man.
He's doing 3 commissions for me.
Holy shit!
Oh wow!
Another tough variant to find. That's the Isonov one.
Yeah, we were just talking about that book.
Yeah, it's a nice.
Yep.
It's a white whale. A couple more books here. 9.4.
Good book. Good grade. Good grade.
Oh yes.
9.4. New stand. Nice.
And then
very nice.
The last 2 books here. This one came back at 9.0. This is just a great book right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then this is a book my man Streetside Anthony blessed me and took care of me with, and this is a 9.6.
Holy cow!
So this is an RRP for San Diego, I believe it was, and they didn't even give them out to the people. So they're white whales. Tough book.
Baltimore Comic-Con.
Baltimore Comic-Con. There you go. Baltimore Comic-Con, and it never released. They never gave them out.
Nope.
No shit.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's just some of the stuff we'll be bringing there.
just some of the stuff.
There's a lot, man. I told you, I'm bringing
always bringing the fire.
Yeah.
Great books, you know. Got an NYX3 and a 9.8 we're going to be bringing there. That just came back in.
There you go.
Yeah,
and what are you going after personally? Like signatures?
I don't even know if I'm going to get a chance to hunt.
How are you going to do this, man? See, this is the problem. That's
why I've never committed to this before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Good point. Good point.
But then talking to some guys in the community, and me and Ant talk all the time, and Gary.
Oh yeah.
Like that, bro, you're ready for it. It's time. You can do this, and hobby fun's the hobby. So
yeah. No, I agree with you.
Yeah.
But I'll make sure I sneak out and walk around a little bit and stuff like that. But you know what's the fun part too is meeting all the people that come up to your booth that watch your channel or want to say hello, and just now with doing Whatnot, there's just a whole new wave of people that are not on IG or we didn't know in our comic community that are like Blade Builder Mike and a bunch of other guys that are coming to the show, which is it's going to be fun.
Yeah,
that's going to be really cool.
Yeah,
but don't forget, we'll do the cons because we get the superstar early bird access before anybody else gets in there. So you get to walk around a little bit, pick up some of the exclusives real quick, so that, try to pick up a couple of things.
Well, you know what? I mean, it's become a business now, and my sons run it for me basically, so they'll be there with me.
Nice.
Yeah, I was going to ask who you bringing for a team. You got your boys?
Yeah, I got my squad. I got my 4-man team. I usually run with these guys all the time. They come to all my shows. They help me.
They
out.
do. I see them all the time, bro. They do a great job, man. Now,
What
what about your boys? What about the NY Warriors? Who's coming up for them?
None of them.
None of
Really?
them.
They couldn't make it this time around. I was just talking to them. They weren't going to be able to make it this time.
All right. Well, they'll definitely be missed. So
yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right, guys, we've been kicking it to you for we're going on 2 hours and 15 minutes. We've given you independent artists, just so many great things. And we've locked it up with, Erod212, great member of the comic book community, great friend, one of my oldest friends in the community, somebody who's always willing to jump on and show some bangers. And, Streetside, thank you very much for taking a busy day, man, out of your busy day and co-hosting with us.
Appreciate it, brother. I love doing it. Love it.
It's always great to have you on. And guys, we're going to give you one more, and that's going to be next Monday night. We're going to be talking a little bit more with my brother Power Kid Comics and his book and some things that we have planned. Remember, we've got tons of things going on. The hashtag Where's Otto. We got great giveaways for that. We got tons of stuff that people have been donating to give away.
I like that. Where's Otto?
It's going to be pretty good.
I'll tell you where it's not going to be. It's going to be at his booth. Is definitely not going to be there. Right?
No, I know. I was thinking about it.
So that's the whole point of this Where's Otto raffle. You get a picture of him anywhere other than the 3MIB booth. Post it on social media, tag us, come by the booth. You're going to get raffle tickets, and we're going to give away like nice stuff, like high-end, like slabs, some nice toys, like nice stuff.
I like that. I like that.
And the more creative the picture, the more
one of the things that we're going to be giving away is I just picked these up when I went to Jay and Bob's Secret Stash. Yeah, and they're signed by Kevin Smith.
Oh, very nice.
So this will be one of the things.
That's and that's what I like about the community. I know you guys know New York Comic Auctions.
He was on.
Yeah, he's doing a thing. Uranity.
He's doing the scavenger hunt, man.
Yes, I have it. We have it right here.
Yeah, I think that I thought that was a great idea. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So Streets. So Erod Anthony. So Streets. Erod is
number 2.
Picture in post. Erod's Darkwing. Okay, there we go. And then Street Side is picture in post with a Batman book. So some really, really cool stuff up there. That's really cool. This is going to change a little bit. He's going to update it. I think it's a great idea. You know,
and you know what? It's
great. Yeah.
People in the community just have some fun.
Yeah.
No, and I talked about this on a last live show, and it's just another way to bring a level of excitement or stuff to do at these shows.
Yeah.
And to bounce around. So I think it's a great idea.
It's like they did at King Kong when they had people walk around looking for the most obscure book.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun because people were scavenger hunting all over the place, just looking for that oddball book.
Yeah. I talked to Greg today. He's going to be up Thursday night, so I'm going to hang out with him Thursday and Friday and Saturday.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so he's going to come. When are you coming up, B?
I'll be the Thursday. Yeah, I'll be
Thursday. Okay, so will we be? So there'll be a lot of guys coming up early Thursday, during the day Thursday, and Street Side is going to be the first one, probably there Friday morning. So
I'll be there Friday 7 a.m.
Yeah, absolutely. So, guys, thank you very much for hanging out with us. Thank you very much for taking time out of your busy day. Street Side, where can they find you if they need to find you?
Crosby Avenue, baby. That's where I'm.
That's where you're at.
Just come down this Saturday. Because this Saturday I'm doing the preview sale for you guys, everyone in the Instagram community and stuff. So you guys can get in at 8 o'clock, but everyone else is 10 o'clock. So that way you guys get the first grab at all the good stuff. I just put it out on Instagram, Streets on Anthony Comics, and so 8 o'clock for you fellas. Everybody else 10 o'clock.
Love it. Awesome. Thank you very much. That's awesome. E, how about you, man? Everywhere, right? Everywhere but like the moon.
It's Erod212 on YouTube, IG, and whatnot. It's also Express CBP on Instagram, and that's also the website. So it's expresscbp.com. All your pressing needs, just hit it up. It's got all my information on there. It's a nice looking site. My son created it for the team.
Yeah, looks good.
Pretty nice.
Really good. Awesome. Thank you very much for coming on. And all these things are true, and this is just going to be an amazing time. So, Chin, what else, brother? We got one more to go.
We got one more. We're going to be back Monday night with our third and final dealer preview. We're going to have stuff at the show going live from there, including, let us know. A couple days left for the T-shirts.
Yeah, we got till Sunday. Sunday's the cutoff date.
Yeah.
So Sunday's the cutoff date.
Don't forget, Otto.
Great.
You got me in. You got me in for a double X, right? You got me in.
I got you, brother. I got you. I got you.
And before we go, let us say, Chimo, Otto, thank you guys for doing what you do for this community, because it takes a lot of work. People don't realize how much of a pain in the rear it is to get this out here like this and do all these shows and all this stuff. And we thank you for, and it's not said enough, man. It's not said enough. You guys are.
Listen, Chin's been around for a while, but Otto's been a proponent of this community as long as I've known him, man.
Yep, absolutely.
It's all this guy.
Got everybody together right after COVID. Remember that, Otto?
That's it. Yeah, no, it's been awesome. Thank you very much. High praise. I do it because I love the hobby. I love you guys. I love all the people that I meet. Yeah. And trust me, man, I'd rather take all this ADD energy and do this with it, man. So I thoroughly enjoy it, and it's going to be even more fun. And we've got a lot to go. So let's wrap up. You guys got me a little flustered, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. The kind words, man. I appreciate the compliment.
Of course, man.
On behalf of my brother, Roger Levesque, who couldn't make it tonight, Dave in the Cave, Dave Levesque, the brother, Chinmo, Erod212, my man, Street Side Anthony. Thank you very much, everybody in the comments. Comment, share, like all our videos. Get ready because Terrificon is going to be an amazing show out. So behalf on all of these guys, on behalf of 3 Men in the Basement, I am Everett Otto. We are 3 Men in the Basement, and we are out. Peace.
Good night, Canada.
Oh, my God.
I got you, Raj. I got you.
I know you do.